The Independent American Football League, the IAFL.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lenora Park. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports, bringing you live football action. The Georgia Falcons versus the South Georgia Guardians. Glad to have everybody involved in the Independent American Football League. Going to hand it over to our two announcers tonight, Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right, man. Let's get this thing going. It's a great night out here. Super excited about the game. Never seen the Georgia Guardians play before, so I'm interested to see what that's about.
Look real athletic on the hoof, Coach.
They do. They're a pretty good-looking group. There's not a whole lot of them, but the ones that are here are pretty doggone good-looking, although the Falcons seem awfully optimistic.
Yeah, they're pretty they seem like they're real jacked up tonight. Last time we saw them, they had reason to be. Their defense was dominant.
I tell you what, Coach Roach has got those guys going.
Last time we were here in the first half, they didn't give up a first down, and they had 4 straight possessions where they turned the offense over, and they scored on 3 of them.
Well, it looks like the Falcons have deferred, and the Guardians elected to receive, which is the logical thing to do. I've seen it done differently before, but that is by far the most logical approach to start the game.
We've had this discussion before, Coach. If you want to kick off twice, then you go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually been part of that before, so it was not my choice, and I can remember thinking, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's true.
I tell you what, I would kick it right here in the gap right there between the center and the left guard, or center and the left guard right there on the kick return team, because the gap looks to be about 15 yards wide.
Yeah, and then you got 20 yards before the next guy's there, so you got a shot.
I would shoot it down through there and try to murder somebody.
You also got another factor. We normally talk about the center snap. We normally talk about special teams. Tonight, our other factor is the weather, Coach.
I tell you what, it's not real windy right now, but the rain. If you're not prepping for the rain, you know, anytime in the past, anytime I've thought it might rain, the quarterbacks hate my guts because I go out there and I dunk balls in a water cooler, and they're like, there's no way a ball could ever be this wet. And
yeah.
I'm like, you're right.
Ashton Hughes did not send you a Christmas card because of that.
No. But we're going to be ready for wet weather. The other thing I always worry about is if it's going to be wet, how big are the quarterback's hands? That's going to play into things. If you have a center or a quarterback with small hands, when the ball gets wet, it makes it way more difficult.
Hey, we got a first here, Coach. We're going to start the game, and nobody's going to look for a chain crew because we got everybody.
Look at that. And then there's the kick. It's a high spinning kick, going to be taken at about the 15-yard line, dropped and then scooped up. He's coming around the edge. He's around the right side. He breaks through. He breaks a tackle or two. That guy's playing now.
25-yard return right there, Coach.
That's a pretty good job. He's one of those cats that's got a rolled-up jersey, or I'd give you a number.
So they're going to open it up. The Guardians will start off 1st and 10 at their 40-yard line.
I'm thinking that was number 24, Nick Williams, on the return.
I think you're right.
Although I told the guys, roll your jersey down. I said, if you make a play, turn to the stands and pull your jersey down so I can see who it was.
Well, the Guardians got really nice uniforms, Coach. Unfortunately, their numbers are faded in. You got the white top and then the gold bottom, so it's really hard to see the entire number.
Yeah, if you didn't get their number before the game started, you're not going to get it. 15's a tackle.
Yeah, Coach, we thought he was a linebacker. He's a tackle.
Yeah. Well,
we don't have enough people on offense. They only got 10.
Yeah, you need 11 most of the time.
And here comes our tight end.
All right. Is that double nickel?
Hard to tell, but nah, that ain't him. And he's the tackle, and 15's the tight end.
There we go.
There we go. Now we got it figured out.
All right. There's a snap. Quick give around the left side on ISO. He gets the edge and is met quickly. Nice play. Nice come up right there. He was met early, but it come up, and Ellery Clowers cleaned everything up for the Falcons. Nice play. All right. Guys to watch tonight on defense for the Falcons. Monk Shears, Eddie Smith, Jamarcus Merriweather, number 22. Number 16, Jesse Taylor. And number 60, my man, Martin Green.
Yes, there you go. Coach, you can't run the ball sideline to sideline against these guys.
They're too fast.
Tried to open up with some kind of stretch play, and it's just not going to happen. Not against a 3-3 stack. You got an edge defender, and because of the way they're lined up right here, there's going to be an unblocked defender. We had this discussion last time. If you don't account for him, your quarterback's going to have a long night.
Okay, different look. Okay, still a gun backfield, but you got a sniffer to the left instead of just a tight end. There's a high snap. Quarterback rolls to the right. His hit.
He's going to
roll. He reverses field, and that's usually not a good plan, but is able to make a little something out of it. And I'm trying to see who made that play. That's going to be Martin Green.
Yep, and they've run the ball twice for -5 yards, Coach.
Well, I tell you what, I would look at throwing it here on third down. If I get my teeth kicked in on first, get my teeth kicked in on second, I'm probably going to throw it. I'm just saying.
Well, that's a great point. Now you come into the other factor against this defense. When you got 3 guys down and you got 5 guys roving and you're not accounting for those guys by changing your formation, you're going to get an 8-man pressure.
Well, it's been pretty generic. You had just a regular old pro right gun twice, and then they ran the sniffer back the one time.
Kind of like an H-back look, not really a true sniffer. Got him sitting on the end.
Right.
Dan Henning would be.
Like a wing.
Yeah. Dan Henning from the 83 Washington Redskins would be proud.
All right, looks like we got tight end trips left. Well, it's because he's at the wing, so it's technically trips. It doesn't look like it, but it is.
So it's 3rd and 14 right here, or 3rd and 15 right in that area.
Quarterback in the gun. Falcons look like they're going to send 4. No, they just send 3. Quarterback scrambles, looks off to his right-hand side.
That's picked.
Has got a man, and he throws it about 3 yards short. On the return, it's going to be a nice one. It's going to be brought back to about midfield. I'm going to try to get you a number on that pick right there. Still trying to find the guy. That is
number 7.
Was it number 7? Is this not him coming off right here?
I think it's right here. I think it was number 7, Coach. Well, it's hard to tell. Once again, we apologize.
The jerseys are a little hard to read, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna have to ask your forgiveness. All right, tonight on offense for the Falcons, people to watch. Number 1, Daquez Woodard. Number 31, Marcel Crawford. Number 7, Rother Hurd. Number 3, Stephen Lewis. And number 88, Raekwon Morgan.
So this game's kind of started out like the last game we saw, negative play, interception. And now the Falcons are going to.
No, that's
timeout.
Okay, that's not good when you go out to play defense and you had to burn the timeout. I was talking to Coach Merrill before the game started for the Guardians, and he said they ran a 4-3, and I was like, that's not a 4-3.
Nope, it was not a 4-3, Coach.
So I'm not sure if he was joshing or if there just weren't enough people out there.
He thinks we're secret spies for the Falcons.
Yeah.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com.
All right, the Falcons just in a pro right eye.
Yeah.
Here they come. Everybody and their brother on the line for the Guardians.
Okay.
There's the snap. Give off the right side,
That's
and he
gonna
breaks
go a long
linebacker
way.
level, and he's down the middle.
Nice run. Very nice run.
I tell you what, that's the thing. When you put everybody up front like that, Coach Chapman, if you break the first level,
Yes, sir.
it's that guy in a safety now.
Well, that's the whole thing. If you want to play that game, and you want to play, we're going to pack in the box. It only takes one little bitty gap.
That's right. If you get some movement up front, man, that can be the difference.
And here it comes again. They got 7 in there, and there's 7 at the ball.
All right. Same thing.
Wow.
All right, pro left. Quarterback under center. There's a snap. Quick give off the right side on the ISO. Has to bounce it. Gets to the outside. Whoa.
Really nice play by the safety, filling the gap right there.
No doubt. Was that number 8? Okay, the jerseys fade into, okay, I see. Now I see what you're talking about. So only half the number is visible.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Gain of 2 right there, Coach. He's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Was a nice defensive play. They stuffed the play at the line of scrimmage. Running back had to bounce.
Right now you're looking at, the Falcons staying on script. I know it was only a 2-yard gain, but it's nothing negative.
Here we go, pro right.
Got a little split backs. A couple weeks ago, this was counter.
Quarterback under center, there's a snap.
And there's counter.
And there's the counter. Good call, Coach Chapman. Oh, man. I tell you what, that was fixing to go big. Number 21 for the Guardians came up and made the play right there. That was Joseph Hanna.
Joseph Hanna was one of those guys we were told to look for, Coach.
He was.
That's a gain of 7 on that. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
I'll tell you what, though.
Pretty efficient start to this game for the Falcons. 3 and out on 3 and a pick on defense.
Back foot.
Quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
For 8. Not really, but for 6.
I tell you what, fullback just got it behind him. Was like, go, man, go. I always worry about the quarterback sneak anytime. My defensive coordinator gives me a hard time because I always want to cover the center, especially in short yardage situations, and he doesn't get it. He always argues with me, and he's like, I know you want to cover the center. I'm like, because if you don't, the quarterback sneak is there all day long.
Yes, it is, especially in that down and distance.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Back in the split back look right here, Coach.
All right.
Oh, my bad. Bounce to the eye.
Woodard under center, waiting on the snap. There's a snap. Give on the ISO around the right side. And there he goes. He's going to have a nice little gain right there.
About 7.
Yeah, that's trying to get a number on the carry. Everybody's jersey's so hard to read. Here he's coming off the field.
Number 5, maybe?
Yeah, see, he's coming to the sideline. I still can't. 3? Number 3. That's who it was. It was number 3, Stephen Lewis on the carry.
Nice carry.
I take that back. That's number 31.
Oh, okay.
Marcel Crawford. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for my inability to see.
All right, we got split back again right here. 2nd down and 4.
All right. Falcons not changing anything. Pro right, split backfield.
Straight dive.
Just straight dive off the left side, and
Nice
he is
call.
rumbling. Was that number 12? Because that was a big back. Who was that?
I don't know, but that was a nice call. I mean, we're looking
42.
42. Wow.
Monty Queen. He plays line/fullback.
Yeah, and they've run the ball 6 times now, Coach, and it's just been right down the gut.
They are absolutely mashing them. There's a snap. Just
Touchdown.
dive. Man, he's in there. I'm pretty sure that's Monty Queen. And there, yep, that was him. He says, feed me. And if I was the coach, I would say I agree.
Well, this is the drive, Coach. 14-2, 7, 6, 7, 13, and 1 for a touchdown. Pretty efficient.
I would say so, and it's a drive. It's not a big play. Offense has had a little trouble finding the end zone early in the season, and that's typically the case because the defense is always way ahead of the offense simply because, defense is running and tackling.
That's it. That's all it is you're going to get to a spot and, get after it. Offense has got all those moving parts. Looks like we're going to get a try for an attempt right here, Coach.
Okay. Who's that kicking? Is that a –
I know it's a large man.
Okay. That's not Jesse.
They got a chance to return this, Coach.
Okay. It was partially blocked, picked up by the Guardians, and he's not going to make it.
No. He made the mistake of stopping.
Sorry, I took my eyes off the ball for just a second trying to find a kicker because that didn't look like Jesse Romero out there. It looked too big to be Romero.
Coach, they just had a whole drive with no third downs.
You got to like that. All right, we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
The Independent American Football League, the IAFL.
All right, welcome back to Lenora Park in beautiful Snellville, Georgia. On this wonderful night, 8:29 left in the first, 6-0. Your Georgia Falcons leading the South Georgia Guardians.
Coach, that was an impressive drive. No third downs, no passes. Run right at them.
Yeah, that's one of those, here we come, what are you going to do about it?
And that's the worst thing you can have as a coach because there's not much you can do to change that.
It's hard to talk to your guys about stuff like that, too, when you're just getting manhandled, just getting mashed.
And they loaded the box, too. It wasn't like they were in a set where they didn't have to load the box. They had everybody in the box.
Here's the kick.
Boom.
Deep Falcons kick. Going to be fielded by number 24 for the Guardians. He's going to come around the right side. Oh, he cuts back. That was a really nice cut.
Ooh.
Oh, and tracked down. That was about to save he saved a big return right there. That was number 6 on the play, Deion Morgan on the tackle right there. It was Nick Williams on the return. I will tell you, it was a pretty good kickoff by Corey Brogdon.
Everything about that play was fun. Had a guy, you took a kickoff back, stretched it to one side, split the middle. If the right side contained guy doesn't fold back for the Falcons right there, we could have been looking at a lot more on that return.
Right, he cut it all the way back across the grain. It was nice.
He's definitely got some ability with the ball in his hand.
Okay, a little confusion right there for the Guardians. I think they got it straightened out.
See if the Guardians can get something on the positive side right here. I don't want to say this is a must drive, but they need something positive to happen. They've had 2 plays, 3 plays, a pick, and -5 yards rushing. So right now they're kind of in the area where this is a kind of a must.
There's a snap. Quarterback gives on the ISO to the left side. Looks like they're going to get positive yardage, maybe a little bit. Nope, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Coach.
But they're sticking with that same formation. They're in 2 wide, a receiver to each side, and then a sniffer or a H-back or a wing, whatever you want to call him, right there to the right-hand side, and then in the gun. And I tell you what, if you're going to try to do quick hitters, I don't know why they don't go under center.
That's right. And right now you got to realize when you got 5 linemen and a wing back right there, all right, that's 6 guys to block. But your quarterback's not running the ball, and you're handing the ball to a guy, and you got a lead blocker. So that's 7, but they've got 8 to match your 7. So right now you're still outnumbered.
You got to figure out a way to play a numbers game here.
Let's see. They've tried something a little bit different here.
Okay.
So now you got a true slot look.
You got a slot right gun.
You got 6 on 6 in the box now.
And somebody moved over there on the right side early. I don't know if it was a receiver or the DB.
Start.
Yep, it was the receiver. You cheated. You can't do that.
No. You sure you can't start before the play, Coach?
Well, they frown upon that. I've seen places where you could.
I've seen games in this league where you could.
The last game, as a matter of fact, the entire defense took off before the ball snapped, and nobody said anything.
And then the down marker happened.
Yes, so, the down marker.
At least this down marker is right. It's 2nd and 15 right here.
Oh, the down marker. That's the thing about asking for volunteers, man.
Here you go.
Same look, slot right gun.
Fixing to get 6 right here.
Yep, here comes the heat. All 6 guys give off the right side.
Oh, he tried to throw it. There's a sack. Wow.
I thought he gave it to 24. That would have been a much better decision. And quarterback seems to be really upset.
I think that was number 36, Coach, on the sack.
Number 36, that is going to be Wesley Albritton.
And that was a sack for -11 yards, so it should be 3rd and about 26.
3rd and about 26. Not a whole lot of plays in the playbook for that when things aren't going well.
Unless you're Alabama. Okay.
Yeah. I really thought that game was over when he took the sack.
Yeah, my brother-in-law just threw something at the computer if he's watching this. So,
Yeah.
sorry, Josh.
I was like, man, are you kidding? They're really going to win? And then, because the one thing I have over Georgia fans is I just say, love 1980. Hang on to it. Cherish it. That's what you got. Slot right gun look for the Guardians.
And let's see if they heat him up. Nope, just sent 3 that time.
Drops, takes
Fumble.
off, pitches out.
Oh, he did punch. Wow.
It's going to be a really good play. I tell you what, he gets more than half of it back, Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think that was their attempted speed option.
Whatever it was, Coach, it was nice because that's 16-17. That's an 18-yard gain right there.
I thought he was dropping back to throw the ball.
I think he wanted to throw the ball. I think that was what you call desperation. It's a really nice job of using the people around you.
He Brett Favre that one?
Mm-hmm. And it went backwards, so it counts as a running play. Looks like we're going to get our first attempt at a punt tonight, Coach. And here we go.
Special teams.
Let's count them and see.
Special teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And the clock is ticking.
Do we have 11?
It's hard to tell.
It's just, the jerseys. It's just like a mass of khaki. Yeah, I still don't think they have 11.
No.
There's a snap, bounces off the ground. He's going to get it up and sort of get it away. Kind of.
And he punted it for 3 yards.
All right. Well, special teams in play already.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough thing to do. I will say I've never had to punt before, but if I did, I would like to think that I could equal that.
Well, what you're looking at, we had a coach that we worked for. He would have said he didn't even punt a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, if I was them, I might look into quick kicking. Just an idea, fellas. Just an idea.
So right now you've got on 2 drives, the Guardians have run 3 plays, and they've run 6 plays. They've thrown an interception, been tackled for a loss twice, and been sacked. So that's 4 negative plays out of 6. The other one was a 0-yard gain.
Woodard under the center.
Reverse.
Pro right. Reverse. And there he goes around the left side. He comes to and he's going to be brought down by one of the DBs on the left side after about a 20-yard gain.
Not to step on you, Coach. That was 15.
Oh, sorry, man.
So check this out. We got 14, a rush for 14, a rush for 2, a rush for 7, a rush for 6, a rush for 7, a rush for 13. The 1-yard rush was because the ball was at the 1-yard line for a touchdown, and then open it up with a 15-yard run on the reverse. Right now, the Guardians have no idea what's coming.
That was number 4 on the carry, was it not?
I think so.
Buddy, I don't know your name, but great job.
That was nicely set up. Nothing gave it away. It was a nice setup.
That's the thing about vanilla, man, is, when you go vanilla, it's easier to add sprinkles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, now you got your, I think we're in pro left, Coach, with the eye.
It is. Just flip the formation. And there's a snap.
Another reverse.
Tried to give them the reverse.
And they fumbled
the ball.
And they got it.
Yeah, you can't. Back-to-back reverses. That's pretty gutsy. But luckily, the thing is when you're an offensive coordinator for a team like this, you can really take chances because your defense is going to come out there and it's going to be 3 and out, and you're going to get the ball back.
That's true. The guy that made the play was the left defensive end, and on the snap, he shot the inside gap. He went right through the B gap. Nobody got a hand on him. And he saw the whole thing, so he knew what it was. There was nothing to, if they get the handoff, there's nobody over here. He's still running. The only problem is that he didn't get the handoff. So now our turnovers are at 1, tied at 1. And it's 1st and 10 for the Guardians at their own 38-yard line.
Okay. Slot right, gun for the Guardians. Looks like the Falcons are going to send 4, maybe 5, and they do. Quick give, and he's met immediately in the backfield. Wow. And Martin dancing right there. That's great.
Wow.
I can always appreciate that.
2nd and 14 right here. Coach, the Guardians have runs of -1, -4, -11, and -4, and also sprinkled in there with a 0 and an 18.
Well, I will say that the rankings say the Falcons are the much better team, with the Falcons coming in ranked 11th at 1-0, and the Guardians ranked 27th, I believe, at 28th at 0-1. So this is not a complete shock.
Got trips with a little.
There's a quick snap, little double quarterback move, direct snap to the back, and it's going to go for what looks to be about 6 yards. And really good play for them so far.
Well, the problem is when you lose 4 on first down, this 6-yard gain gets you back to 3rd and 8.
Yeah. Man, that's not my strong point, but I'm pretty sure it's not good.
They may have found something, though, that little flip to the outside, even though it was probably more improvisation. One of the things that happened was when they ran it, it was a short side play, and the Falcons brought the blitz from the field. You know, I don't know how much these guys get to scout each other, but if you got a peg on where they're coming from and down in distance, you got a chance to get away from this defense. And by get away from it, I mean get away from the side that they're bringing the multiple blitzers from, because they're going to outnumber you. That's the nature of the 3-3-5 defense.
Right. And sometimes you guess right.
If you guess right, you got a chance for a big play. If you guess wrong, you got a chance for a train wreck in the backfield.
All right, well, let's see what the Guardians got for us on 3rd and 8.
This ain't good. They balanced up, and it ain't going to be good.
Yeah, it's a doubles look with a wing to the left.
And here it comes.
And there's a snap, and
nothing.
Yeah, he's met before he can even.
Oh, my word. We're going to call that a sack because that had to be a pass play.
I'm glad that he was able to hang on to the ball. Because, I mean, like a sieve up front. Like a sieve.
You know, we know that the Falcons' defensive front is really good. We know that. We've seen them play. They get after the quarterback, and they can get after the quarterback without the blitz. But when you give them the chance to just line up and come get you.
Yeah, that's not going to work out real good.
If you're an opposing team against these guys, you've got to be able to use a formation to help yourself out. Because if you don't, it's like ringing the dinner bell for these guys, and they're coming to get you. And they got dogs on defense that are.
But you're right. They didn't give them anything funky. They lined up in a balanced formation on 3rd and 8. When they've shown that they've had a tough time throwing the ball. Why not just bring the heat?
And here we go. We got panic, and we're going for it.
Okay.
So it's 4th.
Slot right, gun.
I knew that was coming.
Going to get a little bit closer. I tell you, that shows a little discipline from the Guardians. You know, I'm always afraid to go on 2 because I'm always afraid one of my young pups, because we always end up playing pups on the up front. I'm always afraid one of them is going to jump off.
Yeah, Coach, they get a 5-yard penalty right here, but it still puts it at 4th and 5. I don't know what they're going to go to right here, unless they're going to try to run an option. And I'm not so sure that the first option they ran was really an option.
It was an option, all right. God, please no, pitch the ball.
It was the option. Well, they're going to get a chance to talk about it. They're going to let the quarter run out.
It's a wise move. Go ahead and get a chance to talk. Coach Roach, I'm sure, is going to have some choice words for the guys for not watching the football.
Yep.
Because you're too old not to watch the ball. All right. We're going to take a quick break right here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Here's a word from our sponsors.
The Independent American Football League, the IAFL.
All right, here we are back to action. Start of the second quarter. It's going to be 4th and about 5 for the Guardians.
Are they going to be in the shotgun, Coach? Please tell me they're not.
That's what it's looking like, Coach. Got a slot out to the right-hand side. He comes up under center.
They're going to try to get him to jump off sides again.
Backfield. And there's a snap. Give, and he's met quickly.
Wow.
What? Was there a flag down? Are they saying his knee was down? He was
down.
Contact. Okay.
That is another tackle for a loss, Coach. That's 5.
And it's a turnover on your own half, and that's never good.
This is the third possession for the Falcons, and they're started at the plus 49, the plus 45, and now the plus 43.
Field position is a wonderful thing.
Think they'll take the chance to run the reverse again right here?
I'm thinking the reverse is going to go in the pocket for a minute. Although it would be one of those great coaching moves because nobody would expect it.
Nope. They haven't thrown the ball yet either. It'd be interesting if they play action right here. I bet people would be wide open all over the field.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Look at this. They've got 2 receivers out here. They haven't thrown a pass, and they got 3 guys covering 2.
Okay.
Look at the
run the ball.
Look at
run
the box.
Run
look
the ball.
at the box.
Doubles, empty box for the Guardians. There's a snap. Give
there
on the zone, and there he goes. I mean, it's a numbers game, ladies and gents. Great run right there by number 2, Alan Morgan. I mean, it's as simple. You know, we talk about this all the time. They came out and covered everybody up, and they kept 2 deep. I mean, you're begging
to get it right. It's a 5-man box, man. You can't play a 4-3 like this and keep 2 safeties high if you're gonna empty out the box. They've thinned it again. They should just give the ball to him.
Here we go. There's a high snap. Give on the zone around the right side, and there he goes. Cuts back to the middle. Makes a man miss. He's got some blockers on the left side. He's going to run out of real estate right there, but another great run. Another great run.
2 rushes and 28 yards. I mean, I'm going to run out of spots on my yardage, score sheet right here.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Alan Morgan again. Is that 2 or 3 right? That's 31.
31, Coach.
I apologize. That's Marcel Crawford on the last 2 carries, just ripping it up on the zone.
And we got 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line, and the Falcons are just keeping it simple, Coach. Let's just be honest with you. They changed their formation to get with the look that they wanted. All they want to do is run the ball.
If you line up like that to doubles, run the ball to their nosebleeds.
I realize if somebody's beating you on 4 verticals and you're in cover 3, but you're in cover 2 right here, and you're covering 3-on-2 on both sides.
I mean, just run it over. And you would have to have some special guys up front. There's a snap. Give off the right side. Get a little penetration. Man, look at that. The Guardians are able to come up and make a play.
Well, they shifted the front that time, Coach. They did something a little bit different. They lined up in a weird front, and they held them to a 1-yard gain, really.
Still, I would still run the zone. If you're going to line up like that, I would. Can you imagine what quarterback ISO would look like?
Well, I'm telling you right now, the way the defensive end chased the last play on the zone, if he pulls the ball, he runs right down this hash for a touchdown.
Well, that's probably what's coming, man. All right, doubles look again for the Falcons. The Guardians still in that funky D line.
They've gone to a 3-line, like a 3-4 look.
Yeah, that's.
No, they didn't. They just dropped one of the safeties, and now he backs out.
Okay. And there's a snap. Quarterback drops, looks off to his left.
Just run.
Pulls the ball down, and he's going to run for
There's going to be a block in the back.
And, yeah. You got to hate that. That was unnecessary.
He was going to pick up about 5 or 6 on the play right there, Coach. He would have had it inside the 10 at about the 8, so it would have been about a 7-yard gain. But they're going to lose 10 yards from the spot right there, so it should be 2nd and 15.
Is that 82 right there?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't have your name, buddy, but you blocked somebody in the back. It's all right. You're going to have a chance to make it up. Well, I tell you what, you're sitting at 2nd and 15. I run the ball still.
I would too. I'd run it right out of the double set. The only difference is I would run it left.
Okay. We're changing things up now.
I'm still running it left. Now they're back in the eye.
Pro right eye.
I still run it left.
And there's a timeout.
Falcons.
So we're going to take a quick break right here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in just a minute here.
The Independent American Football League. the IAFL.
All right, welcome back to beautiful Lenora Park here in Snellville, Georgia. Your Georgia Falcons up 6-0 with 11:51 left in the second quarter. Falcons come out in a what is that?
It's the eye.
Thank you. It's pro left look in the eye. Sorry about that.
Toss sweep to the left. Touchdown.
And,
Oh. Boy, he had a seam.
That was Marcel Crawford. Sorry, somebody said in the audience, got me tickled. I couldn't see the receiver on this side, and I was like, okay, I was looking for the 11th guy. I was like, where is he? But I was confused because I'm getting all the people on the sideline, and he was like a yard and a half off the sideline.
Coach, if he would have gotten a little bit better block from the wide receiver on this left side, even though the ball was fumbled and the pitch got there late, man, they had it sealed, and he had a lane all the way to the end zone. Wouldn't surprise me if they came back to it.
All right, split back look.
Counter.
You think so?
3rd and 10, counter.
Woodard under center. There's a snap.
Oh, straight drop. Fade.
Fade out to the right side, but the ball's thrown inside.
Inside.
That ball, if you're going to throw the fade, it's got to be out to the outside. It's got to be high and to the outside. It cannot be low and inside. Low and inside, you're begging for that ball to go the other way.
Pass broken up over there nicely.
So that's our second pass of the day, is it not?
It is. We've had an interception and a pass broken up. And the first pass of the game wasn't thrown by a quarterback. It was thrown by the wingback.
Well, passing has not been our thing today, has it?
No, it has not. Now you got 4th and 10. And after the previous extra point attempt, I don't think there will be a field goal.
No, they're not trying to kick a field goal now. All right. Falcons come up to the line. Looks like it's going to be a slot to the left side. Quarterback in the gun. Woodard in the gun.
Got a tight end on the right. Motion to trips.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Looks left. Throws left.
Oh, wow.
Had a man there and a man wide open in the corner.
Yeah, I think that he wanted to go to the tight end. I think when they motioned to trips, he was trying to get to the tight end on the deep end route. But if he would have looked to the left earlier, he would have seen the wheel route down the sideline for a touchdown.
So the Guardians hold.
Well, right now their offense hasn't done much, but their defense has gotten they've gotten a fumble. They've broken up a couple of passes, and they've gotten off the field twice after giving up the original, just sprint to the end zone for the Falcons. So, some of those, somebody, if you're watching this game, you'll say, well, why would you run the reverse twice, and why would you throw the ball and all this other stuff? Really, right now, the fumble and the penalties have killed them.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what the Guardians have for us. Now, the bad news is the Guardians haven't had to start this deep yet. They're at their own 15, it looks like.
It is. Yeah, the Falcons are down a man.
Yep, and here he comes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11.
Yeah, they had to run the pony on. They didn't have enough of those pony safeties out there in this 33 stack.
All right, and there's the whistle. Start play. Quarterback in the gun. Sniffer back is somewhere. There takes a snap, rolls to his left, gets a lot of pressure early, and he's going to be sacked.
Wow.
Jeez.
That is a 13-yard loss.
Yeah, that happened fast.
It wasn't a great snap, Coach.
No, the snap's such a big deal. You don't realize how, even if it's not fumbled, even if it's, even a high snap, if any kind of time and play, just completely throws it off. And when there's a guy breathing down your neck, it ruins everything.
Well, you mentioned it. They hadn't started this deep. And then when you lose down to, 13 yards on first down, now you're right there on your goal line.
You're looking at safety territory right here. Slot left look for the Guardians.
Safety blitz. I just saw that.
My Lord. And he's going to be at the goal line.
Wow.
I mean, Coach Rose just said, all right, here we come. Hey, block everybody. Let's see it.
Yeah, they're not going to block everybody, Coach.
No, and the one pass we've seen thrown was about 3 or 4 yards short. So
and the quarterback didn't throw it. So that tells you a little bit of something right there. That's something that you do to start a game, something that you do after a turnover. It's not something you do on third and 15.
Sudden change.
Yes.
Sudden change play.
Well, 3rd and 23 at your own 2. What you got in the bag, Coach?
Well, looks like they got doubles. Doubles gun, back offset to the right. 60 read is what I would run right here. There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Looks off to his left. Evades pressure.
Best play of the night.
Gets the corner. And he's going to be brought down and fumble out of bounds. But he's going to get out of the shadow of the end zone.
Yeah. He picked up about 4.
Punter's still going to have to stand in the end zone, but not at the end line. And now here comes. What kind of snap are you going to get?
And what kind of coverage are you going to get?
Because it's gonna be Stephen Lewis deep for the Falcons. That's who it's been the last few times. And Lewis is dangerous. All right, let's see who's back there.
Well, last time they kicked it 3 yards, Coach.
Yep. Trying to figure out some personnel right here. Is that 7? That's Rother Hurd.
There ain't no way they're going for this. I just heard somebody on the sideline yell they're going for it. Looks like number 7's returning.
That's Rother Hurd Jr. All right, let's see what kind of snap are the Guardians going to get. It's a pretty good snap, and he's able to get it up and away.
And he's going to have a chance to return this. Oh, he got a nice
Hurd picks it up.
And that's pretty good coverage right there.
That was really good coverage.
15 on the tackle, Coach.
That was number 15, Williams, for the Guardians on the play.
Well, the first punt was 3 yards, and that punt was 30 yards.
Much better.
And we had a return of that for the Falcons of about 5 yards. So
the big thing is you caught the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let the ball roll. Catch the ball.
So we're looking at it again right here, Coach. Right now we're just, we don't have any first downs. This is the second time we've seen the Falcons play a first half, and we're at 7:32 right here, and their defense hasn't given up a first down.
Well, that's kind of what we expected.
Here we go, 5-man box again. Let's see if they're going to run it at it.
Here we go. Put it in the gun. There's a snap. Quarterback drops, looks across the middle.
Wow.
Throws it short. Woodard takes a pop on that one. Nothing vicious, but just enough to set him down. O-line catching some heat from the peanut gallery.
Yeah. When your quarterback gets hit on a one-step drop that fast.
Yeah, the Guardians are playing some games up front.
Well, they had to if they're going to play with this 5-man box. They can't just sit there and take it.
There's a snap.
There's the quarterback keeping it.
The end crashed on it. Oh.
Safety showed up.
Man, he ran the alley something. Is that number 15? It sure is.
Yeah.
Williams ran the alley. He came the alley. If you're going to be an alley player, that's the way to do it right there now. Because the end crashed chasing the zone, and just like you had said before, quarterback was going to pull it.
Wow.
Well, no, he's at linebacker.
Is that where he's from? He's from the mic, so he wrapped.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, that was a 4-yard loss. That's their first tackle for a loss for the game.
Well, that was pretty good play right there.
I would still run the counter right here.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's see.
They're in the gun, so it ain't coming.
All right, doubles look. I think they're going to throw it.
They've gone to a one safety kind of hybrid.
Offensive line talking about what's happening. There's a snap. Woodard drops. Gets pressure. Is able to evade a little bit of pressure. Runs around, comes back, still trying to make a play. And just has to go out of bounds, but throws the ball back into the field to play.
That was an incomplete pass.
That was
All right.
That was risky. I don't know about throwing the ball back where I can't see. I will say that by doing that, if they call it an incomplete pass, he doesn't lose the yardage.
So it is just 4th down, right, Coach?
Yes.
I don't think that they understand that they can't just come off the field on 4th down. They either got to punt.
Yeah, we need a punt team out there. Right now we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10. Okay, couldn't see the guy on the other side. There's 11.
Yep.
Guy by the down marker. All right, well.
I'm glad it's just not us, Coach, that has a chore to punting the football. Yep. Oh, wow.
Oh, nice grab. And I'm not sure how they're going to call that.
That's an intercepted pass. And why it's intercepted, I'll never know, because he intercepted it and got 4 yards. If he knocks it down, they get the ball where it was previously at.
That's just one of those things where your natural inclination is to try and intercept the ball. That poor kid from Georgia. And during the Prairie Jordan-Air game, it's 4th and 19, and Auburn just throws one up.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's around it except for him, and he tips it up, and Ricardo Lewis runs by him and scores a touchdown.
I'm pretty sure that guy at Georgia ended up playing for Auburn too, Coach. Trey Matthews or something like that?
Is that him?
Yeah, it was him.
Okay.
So now this is this is interesting. They get the ball at their own
30-yard line.
33.
33, good call. Vision and math, neither one are real big strong points for me.
But the Falcons have to be disappointed. They have not started in their own field position once, and all they have is 6 points.
Just a dive, just trying to get some stuff quick.
That wasn't a bad play.
Pushing hard.
That's a 3-yard gain.
But they're sticking with right there. They were just in a pro right with a flex tight end.
Mm-hmm.
A pro left with a flex tight end. And I heard before the game started that they ran a double wing. And I tell you what, a little deception right now could go a long way.
Well, the first pass of the game was the little wing back underneath the quarterback, and they handed it to him, and he threw the ball. Wonder what would happen if they faked the dive and handed the wing back the other way. Right now, their best play is to hand the ball to the fullback.
Oh, yes.
And to run the last 4:41 off this clock and get out of here with down 6-0 and regroup at halftime.
Yes, sir. In the gun, slot left. Falcons getting ready to bring it. There's a snap.
Fumble.
Ball's fumbled. And what looked like it might have a little success right there. He dribbles the ball off the ground.
And loses 5.
So, I tell you what, the progress they made on first down.
Vanished.
Gone. That is frustrating.
Well, let me just give you a stat right here, Coach, just for your just so you can have it in your mind. There are 12 rushing attempts for the Guardians tonight. 12, okay? Out of those 12 rushing attempts, there are 8 tackles for a loss.
Yikes.
Flip that around. The Falcons have ran the ball 14 times, and there's been 1 tackle for a loss. And that took a great play from a linebacker wrapping.
That was a really good play. Quarterback in the gun. It's a direct snap to the back. He's trying to get the edge, and he's not going to get it. No, that didn't fool anybody. Nobody thought there was going to be something else.
We're back at 4th down again, and we're back at the punt. And they called timeout.
Okay. We'll be right back.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com.
All right, welcome back to beautiful Lenora Park here in Snellville, Georgia.
Now, I know it's 4th down, Coach.
Yeah.
It's 4th down.
Well, Charles says so, and I always go with Charles, but they're going to call it 3rd.
There ain't no way it's 3rd down.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops. He rolls to his left. He's getting lots of pressure, and I don't know who's got that one. Are they going to?
If that's dual possession, then it's a
tie
completion.
goes to the runner, right?
Yep, it is. That's a completion, and that's for 5 yards.
Both guys had that ball, and I was trying to figure out who had it right there. But that's the old tie goes to the runner rule is what I call it.
Now, here's the interesting thing. That was 4th down. This should be the Falcons' ball.
Well, it's only 4th down if you were counting.
This is 5th down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here with 2:50 left at Lenora Park in the second quarter, your Georgia Falcons leading 6-0 over the South Georgia Guardians. We're at 4th and 5th and what looks to be about 3. Quarterback in the gun, doubles, and the slot man can't move before the ball snap. That's a rule.
Well, who are they gonna call this on? They called offsides. Now this gives me a chance. They ran the dive on 1st down. All right. Then they lost yardage on 2nd down. Then on 3rd down, they ran the quarterback sweep. And then on 4th down, they threw the ball. Now on 5th down, they get offsides. And nobody said anything about it. The only people that know it's 5th down is us.
And Charles. Charles knew it was 4th down. Yeah,
It's 5th down. Yeah, we know.
Charles, we agree. We're talking about it right now, buddy. Yep. I tell you what, I could win a lot of games. I could win a lot of games if I got 5 downs.
Well, they called it false start. So it's at least false start.
So that's going to bring up 5th and about 8.
5th and 8. I like it, Coach.
All right, let's see.
Don't understand.
Doubles look for the Guardians. Quarterback in the gun, back offset to his left side. He's going to drop. Look to his left. He's going to roll left.
Got a
pressure.
guy.
Throws it down. Oh! Tipped up by the Falcons and falls to the ground harmless.
Anybody see who broke that pass up, Coach?
I think that was number 4.
Nice play. And he had to break it up because that guy had a step.
That wasn't number 4 because he's going on the field. I think maybe that was number 7.
Oh, okay.
That's Rotherhurd.
So he has the pick and the pass breakup?
If I'm not, yep. He just declared that there is a no-fly zone.
I like it. And he's right. I wonder if anybody else knows they played 5 downs.
There'll be some mad people watching film tomorrow.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
They'll be like, whoa. They just had 4th down.
Yep. So now they're going to start at the 30 plus 35. I mean, this is ridiculous. They haven't started in their own territory once. And they've got 6 first downs, and the other team has none. And it's a 6-0 game with 2:19.
Doubles. Woodard takes a high snap.
There it is.
Gets right up the gut right there. And he's
Cut.
That was nice. You see him lift his leg like that? That was sweet. That's going to be another big carry by Marcel Crawford.
Where'd they spot him at, Coach? You see it? Oh.
Okay.
That was a 20-yard run, and it's coming back.
You can call the Falcons for holding.
Yes, they are.
It must have been blatant, I'm sure.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I'd run it again.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, that one where he stopped and just threw his leg over the guy, that was kind of nice.
That was a heck of a play. So now you got 1st and 20, Coach. I know what we would run. I can go ahead and tell you, we'd be throwing a screen.
Well, sure, the Guardians are going to breathe down our necks here.
What we got? 2-minute warning, Coach.
All right. That's our 2-minute warning. We'll be right back.
In 20.
All right, welcome back, Lenora Park. Your Falcons leading 6-0. Doubles look, 1st and 20. Woodard takes a snap, give up the gut. He's going to be brought down by what looks like number 5, Munford.
They ran a twist right there, Coach, or something. They did something funky up front. Got a guy free. He still picked up about 4 yards.
Well, the clock's ticking. Doubles look again. There's a snap. Woodard drops, gets pressure, rolls to his left.
He's
lets
there.
One fly. Oh, and we had to come back and play defense on that one. Ball got thrown short. We could have stretched that one out to the end zone. That's 6 right there.
I see what's going on now. It's not a line stunt. They're bringing the guy wide off the edge, a la Creekside, and they don't have a guy that can get back there, and he's coming untouched. That's why the pressure's getting there.
I tell you what, man, when you line up the ends wide, if your tackle's not a good kick slider.
No, I don't think that's the end, Coach. I think they're flexing the linebacker out there and bringing him. It's hard for us to see.
So it's an extra guy?
I think so. They've got 4 guys down. No, it's that guy.
Yeah, you just got to kick, man. It's that simple. You got to kick. You got to gain width and depth. But look at the way his feet are set already. He's already beat.
Yeah.
Look how his feet are set because now he has to switch his feet on
It's
the
that
snap.
guy. Screen.
There it is. We got a little room.
That's gone.
Here we go. One man to beat, and we're going to get in there.
Touchdown.
He even shows him the ball. That's Marcel Crawford on the screen right there.
41-yard touchdown reception.
Nicely done.
That was a great call. An absolute great call. And all the work that the Guardians did to keep the game close vanishes on a 41-yard screen pass.
Yeah, because now it's 12, probably fixing to be 14-0. And because if it's me, I give the ball to 42 on the dive.
You daggum right.
Out of split backs or whatever. I give Big Monty Queen the ball and let him bowl in there.
Yes, sir. It's not even an option.
Because the Guardians are tired. They're feeling a little sorry for themselves right now, which is what happens after you give up a score.
Yep.
When you've been playing good and you give up something cheap. And, don't get me wrong, screens are great plays.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like they drove the field and smashed you in the mouth. And
No, it's a completely different way they scored. The first time they did drive the field and smashed them in the mouth. That time they slipped them.
Yeah, duped them. A little trickeration.
I'm not certain that this is a legal formation unless that guy's on the ball over there. He must be.
All right, looks like a stacked backfield right there.
That's easy right there, Coach. Wow.
Just got numbers, just numbers.
But illegal formation, they're going to call it. They called illegal formation because you had the wide receiver on the other side, and if they need to talk to that guy and see if he was on the ball.
Yeah, they're trying to figure it out right now.
We had this discussion earlier this year.
God, it pisses me off when they mess this up.
Referees in our league didn't understand that tight end trips were.
Well, you got to count. It's that simple. You got to count.
Looks like it's going to be a retry and a penalty.
That's all right. Do it again. You can't take them with you, Coach. Can't take them with you.
That's the 4th penalty tonight in the first half for the Falcons for 30 yards.
Call timeout. All right, Falcons come back out. See if they line up in that funky formation again.
I don't think so.
Because you got a receiver out wide over here. You're going to have a receiver out. You got okay, tight end over there.
Now they're going stack eye right here.
Just Maryland eye.
Yep.
Okay, he shifts over. They go to power eye left.
Nice. This is exactly what they ran. Bootleg off of this. Quarterback fakes it and keeps
Woodard under center. He
Pass.
drops. And he's got a man.
Broken up.
And they're not going to call anything. He's upset about it. But, you got to be there to catch it. All right, what I was talking about earlier, the way the tackles were set up, he was set up with his outside foot up.
And leaning.
And you can't. You gotta play with that inside foot up and be ready to kick slide, or else you're just not gonna. There's no way in the world you'll get there. Because on the snap of the football, he had to flip his hips. Luckily, if I'm not mistaken, that was Green, and he's athletic and he can do stuff like that. But your average guy, But even so, if the end had come hard, he wouldn't have been able to get there. That's one of those little technique things. It kind of takes us back. I wonder how many of these guys actually played tackle. I wonder, how often they get to work on kick sliding. And, it's just all these guys work a regular job.
Yep.
I doubt any of these guys get to train full time.
This is the scariest play of the night for the Falcons.
Oh, yes. Number
24.
Number 24, Nick Williams, is a little scary with the ball in his hands.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is change. There's a minute 19. He's been close twice.
Oh, we change things in a hurry now.
I think he's telling him to kick it right down here close to him. Kicking it right. Does the coach got his hands up?
Okay, let's see if it's going to be onside kick.
It is not.
Brogdon kicks it right down the poop chute. And it's going to be scooped up by someone other than 24. He's shaking and baking up the middle. And he's going to be brought down by a host of Falcons. Or would we say a flock of Falcons? Is that what the Falcons flock?
Got me, Coach. I always see them. They look predatory and they.
I think they're solid. I think they're kind of solitary animals. Maybe pairs.
Territorial.
I have two of them that live in my backyard. I've never seen them flock. I do watch them eat snakes occasionally.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a positive thing.
Yes, indeed. Them and the big owl that lives in the backyard.
Now, listen to this. The starting field position for the Guardians has been their own 40, their own 37, their own 38, their own 15, their own 33, and their own 33. That's not bad. For the Falcons, it's been the Guardians 49, the Guardians 45, the Guardians 43, the Guardians 38, and the Guardians 35.
That's better.
All right. Minute and 11 right here, Coach. If you've got something special on offense, now's the time to pick it up because you're fixing to give the ball right back to the Falcons.
You better be careful, though. Shenanigans will get you in trouble. Slot left, gun look. There's a snap. Quarterback drops.
Going
he looks
deep.
out to the right side.
Picked.
Across the – yes, and there it is. That is going to be picked off by the Falcons.
Is that number 15, Coach, or number 16?
36 maybe? 46?
46.
46. There we go. Thanks for coming to the sideline, buddy.
There we
That's
go.
Jamara Glover. Nicely done, man. Nicely done. I'm telling you, if the guys would just pull their jersey out where we could see it when they make a big play, it sure would be helpful. I'll tell you what, what would be nice? Is if we had a TV screen like right here to the side and then it zoomed in on whoever made the play. That would be super helpful. I'm just saying. Is that not in the production budget, or?
I think our boss is going to hit you in just a second.
Well, I think you're probably right.
All right, so now you've got 2 timeouts left. You got a minute and 4, and you got a 12-0 lead. And we saw this last week. We said the only thing that could stop the Venom was if they had a turnover, and it almost happened. So are you playing this safe? Because realistically, if you're the Falcons, you can play this thing safe. Your defense isn't giving anything up. All right, or you can go and try to, kill them.
Look how they're playing the short side now.
They're playing. They've still got the 2 safeties. Look, they're just taking the linebacker from in the box and walking him up on the line. So that's giving them a. All right, so now you got a
quick screen.
Now you got a true 4-3 right here.
Doubles look for Falcons.
They got 12 on the field. That's why that looked that way.
Yeah. Can't do that. There are people on the sideline freaking out.
I thought it looked funny. I was saying you can't really have that many people. They had 4 guys. They had the 4-4-4 look going.
I tell you what, that's a tough defense to beat right there, the 4-4-4.
Yeah, they had 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and 4 secondary players.
I don't know. They had 5 downs. Why not 12 people?
No, well, you know. Hey, Coach, that's a great point. Nobody else is going to point it out. Why not try it? I'll play with 13 if they'll let me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, especially on defense.
Yeah. I'll play with 13 on offense. There's a heck of a screen pass in that now.
I tell you what, offensive, I think it would just get confusing. Defense, man, more people is always better.
I'd like to see them count the number of eligible receivers with 13 on the field.
Doubles for the Falcons. Woodward in the gun. There's a snap. It's a high snap. He drops. Looks out to the right. He got a man across the middle. He makes somebody miss. Whoa.
That's a penalty right there, man. That is a penalty.
Yeah, that was uncalled for. That was number 12 on the reception for the Falcons.
The catch for 17 yards. And then we have the extracurriculars afterwards.
Yeah. That should have definitely been a penalty.
Definitely.
Because he's down. He's down by contact. Whistle blew, and the guy came up and hit him. That's by that same thing. This is one of those, be as mad as you want to be. Curse the guy's name. Cast aspersions upon his family and heritage. Do what you want to do. But for crying out loud, don't get a penalty.
And line up.
Yes, get on the ball. Get on the ball.
You just had a 17-yard play.
The clock's running. Get on the ball.
Either you're going to call a timeout, and they did.
Get your panties out of a bunch and get on the football. All right. There's a timeout. We're going to take a quick break.
The Independent American Football League, the IAFL.
Name.
No, I don't.
Need to get it.
All right.
All right, we're right back here at beautiful Lenora Park in Snellville, Georgia. Your Georgia Falcons leading 12-0 over the South Georgia Guardians. The Guardians having a little trouble right here stopping the Falcons. The Falcons making a late push right here.
They got an interesting tandem defense in here now.
Doubles. There's a snap. Woodard drops, throws, and it's going to be dropped. That's a bummer. The good news is it stops the clock.
And it's only second down, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
You probably don't want to throw too many in-breaking routes. You've already wasted a timeout right here because of a scuffle on the field, let's say that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And you got a chance right here. Look, there's a chance to get behind these guys. This safety on the hash over here is not getting off.
Any kind of twist action right there here with the way they're playing, I don't know that they can get there in time.
This guy's giving him the middle of the field. Now they've gone to one high safety, so you better watch out. Here comes some. They're fixing to heat him up.
Yeah, it might be man-to-man, a little pressure, but wide receivers would get up. Come on, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. We're shooting ourselves in the foot.
5th penalty of the first half on the Falcons. That's 35 yards in penalties.
Yeah, that doesn't help your case right there.
Oh, most definitely don't.
But,
most
you know,
definitely.
when you're in this look right here, you know you're throwing the ball anyway. So it doesn't really change the play call. It just makes it a little bit further to go. And if they're going to load it, if they roll that safety down, you know you're getting pressure. You just threw a screen for a touchdown. Why not come back to it?
I hear you, man.
I concur, but I don't call plays.
There's a snap. Woodard drops.
Come on.
Looks out
come
to
on.
his left.
Ball. Oh, come on.
In and
Come
out.
on. Ah, interception.
Off of two receivers. And just that ball was bouncing around. It was like a pinball machine out there.
Right now, we shouldn't even be in the game with these guys, honestly.
I'll tell you what, Coach. Go ahead and introduce yourself so our fans know who you're talking to.
I'm Coach Coney, George Falcons General Manager.
Coach Coney, it's a pleasure to have you up here in the box. We're winding down right here. Even with the turnover, I'd say the Falcons have been in control of the vast majority of the game. Obviously, the defense is dominating. Had some turnovers, and I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, well, right now, for some reason, the energy's with them. For some reason, momentum, we'll have it, then we lose it. Like I tell the guys, play our game. Right now, this is not Falcon football by any means. What's the penalty for here?
12 people on the field.
There you go.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Yep, you cheated.
But right now, honestly, from what I saw last week to this week, last week we had great energy. This week is I honestly can't even tell you.
Well, how much do you think plays into that with you guys being ranked 11th and the Guardians being ranked 28th? Do you think any of that plays into that, Coach?
Not really. I mean, with the rankings came out Sunday. We posted, hey, by no means does the rankings determine how they play or how they're going to play. I know for a fact, I told guys Tuesday when we practice, coming out, they're going to come with a chip on their shoulder. They just lost. They come here. They want to pick up the first victory of the season. So far, we're playing right into their hands.
Quarterback rolls to his left. Just going to try to get out of bounds, get what he can get, and get out of bounds, try to save some clock.
That's their best play of the half.
Yeah.
I mean, snap the ball in direct run. They just gained 6 right there.
I'll tell you what, that's maybe try that again.
Well, we talked about it, Coach. Their best running plays have been direct snaps.
Yep. Over pursuit, get back there, not getting the quarterback down. It's the little things. Like I tell them, it's the little things that if we perfect and we take away, game honestly should be over with by now. But we got a ball game.
Coach, you said y'all practice on Tuesday. How many times a week do y'all get to practice?
Twice, Tuesday and Thursday.
My goodness. How long do you guys get to practice?
3 hours, except on Tuesday is cut down to 2 because we do film study.
Okay.
So you really get 5 hours a week on the field.
Yes, sir.
My goodness. I can't imagine trying to get prepared with 5 hours. Low snap, quarterback drops, rolls out to his right side, and there he's going to get sacked.
That should be the half.
Yeah, that should be it. They still have a timeout.
I wouldn't take it.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, let that clock run, clock run.
Did they?
And timeout.
There it is.
Wow.
Timeout Guardians.
Why would you do that to yourself? That's like Coach Hughes saying, I chose to do this.
All right, Coach. Well, while we got you up here, we were talking about, you guys get to practice for about 5 hours a week. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me when were the Georgia Falcons started?
Honestly, this is my second season with them. Last year I was DB coach and interim defense coordinator. This year, general manager. So I has to look. You're making me go home and do homework now.
Well, we're both teachers, so that's what we're good at.
Oh man, anybody want to do my English paper for me?
All right. So you've been with the staff for 2 years. How long has this staff been assembled?
This staff here was assembled late July.
Okay.
In the process of the Falcons getting put out the playoffs, everybody got a call, and we answered. I got promoted to general manager mid-October, so still getting my feet wet here, but we got a long way to go, long season.
I hear you. What kind of yeah, there's people moving all over the place.
Halftime can't get here fast enough, Coach.
What kind of obligations does general manager come along with?
Let's see. Long hours, sleepless nights, dealing with paperwork, money, anything under the blue sky.
So, like being a football coach.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. How was the roster comprised?
The roster comprised, how we did it was we did cut a lot of weight, believe it or not, and I believe we're sitting at 56 players right now. We came in with – we always come in with numbers that we want, but, of course, we always get more than what we want. And like we tell them, the best athletes will play. We're going to keep them here. If you want to go somewhere else, you know, as long as you feel your obligation of the contract that you signed, we're more than welcome to send you somewhere else. We're not in the business of collecting talent.
I hear you. So, do you guys have open tryouts, or how does it work?
Because the IAFL allows you to add players up to week 6, we can do open tryouts. Right now, for us, it's on a need by position needs. So, say for instance, God forbid my quarterback get hurt right now. Hey, second string quarterback promoted starter. I got to fill a hole, and that's how we do it for most positions.
Okay. Well, where are y'all next week, Coach?
Next week, I will have to get back with you on that. I know we're on the road for the next 2 games. Next time we should be playing at home is April 7th against the Atlanta Tigers.
And that'll be here at Lenora Park?
Yes, sir.
The Atlanta Tigers, and that's, you said 2 weeks?
Yes, sir. We have really it's 3 weeks. It's a dead week for the league, March 31st.
Okay.
So I got you. So when you talk about contracts, do you sign different contracts? Is there a standard contract? Is it a 1 year, a 2 year?
Everybody has a standard contract. It's basically because there's a spring season, summer season. It's by a season.
Okay.
So if any player would come back for the summer season, it'd be a whole different contract.
Okay.
All right, Coach. Well, it's been a pleasure. We sure appreciate your insight into the Falcons organization.
Oh, no problem.
And
no problem.
I don't know if you need to get down there and give a pep talk. I mean, y'all are up 12-0.
Oh yeah.
Y'all have more points than they have yards.
No, it's just little things we got to clean up here. I mean, too many penalties. We're making too many boneheaded mistakes. Letting the officials get into the game. Once the officials get in, you know how that goes.
Oh, yes, sir, we do.
You know, filming from preseason, you see it doesn't go our way once the officials get involved. So it's best we stop shooting ourselves in the foot.
I hear you. Don't be your own worst enemy.
Hey, most definitely.
All right, Coach. Well, it's been a pleasure, and we're going to let you get back to your team.
All right, the players are all mine, guys.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, we're getting ready to recap the first half. But before we do that, we'll be right back.
The Independent American Football League, the IAFL.
Sorry. Trying to make it easy for you. All right. Welcome back to beautiful Lenora Park here in Snellville, Georgia. We're just coming back from half, getting ready for the second half kickoff. Your Georgia Falcons leading 12-0 over the South Georgia Guardians.
That 12-0 score is not indicative of the way the first half went, Coach.
Is that a SAT word?
It is.
Go ahead and give us some stats there, Coach Chapman.
I'll start with the Guardians first. They ran the ball 14 times in the first half for 3 yards. They were 1 of 4 passing for 5 yards. They threw 2 picks. They punted twice for a 16.5-yard average. They started at their own 31. They committed 4 penalties for 20 yards. They did intercept 2 passes. They broke up 4 passes, and they recovered a fumble, which is the reason why the game is only 12-0 and not 30-0. They had 1 tackle for a loss for 4 yards. The Falcons rushed it 16 times for 128. They threw it 10 times. They completed 2 for 58 yards. They threw a touchdown, and they threw an interception. They also threw another interception that was thrown by their punter in an interesting play. Their average starting field position is at the Guardians' 49-yard line. They have 4 sacks, and they have had 6 tackles for a loss. Their defense has dominated. If they had one complaint about the first half, it would probably be the penalties and the fact that they are just 2 for 10 passing. So that completes our halftime wrap-up, Coach.
Okay, man. Well, let's get this party started.
I got one other thing, Coach.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Falcons had 8 first downs in the first half. The Guardians had none.
Jeez.
That's the second time this year we've seen the Falcons play an entire first half and not give up a first down.
That's going to leave a mark. That's just hurtful. All right, well, I'm not sure what's happening right now.
Neither is anybody
1,
else,
2, 3,
Coach.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 11 people out there. I was like, is somebody trying? Somebody just ran into the end zone.
You're going to talk to the coach. He wants to know if he really wants the onside kick and if he turned his clocks forward.
We got a spring forward tonight?
Spring forward, buddy.
Did not know that.
It's just 1 hour closer to us seeing our students again, Coach. That's all.
I'm just kidding. I love my kids. My students, on the other hand. Yes.
Nicely done. Nicely played.
Thank you. What's happening?
That was a good show in the 80s.
Yes, Rerun was one of my favorites. When he would do the dance.
Yes, sir.
The electric boogaloo.
That was great. Had the greatest hat in the history of the world, too.
The beret.
Yes, a red one. It was not raspberry.
It wasn't a raspberry beret.
No,
I was getting ready to go there. Did he drive a little red Corvette?
No,
Okay.
he would not have been able to get into it.
Had to cut the top out of it.
Here we go. Got a whistle.
All right, here comes the kick.
First kickoff return of the game for the Falcons, and it's an onside kick.
And it's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And it dribbled. Okay, I thought he was going to break the line right
Coach,
there. That was really close.
Was.
He's like 2 guys away from running to the house.
That was a 4-yard kickoff return, and guess what? They start at the 50-yard line, and average field position is probably right about there the whole game. So hey, we're staying static in the stats.
All right, coming to offense. We need to be watching number 1, Dequez Woodard. Number 31, Marcel Crawford. Number 7, Rother Hurd. Number 3, Stephen Lewis. And number 88, Raekwon Morgan. Coach Chapman, can you tell us how these guys are doing right now?
Crawford had a heck of a first half. Ran the ball very, very effectively and had a 41-yard catch on a big screen pass to get the 12-0 score. And so far, it's been a very, a lot of the passing came late in the first half when, it was a down and distance thing, a penalty thing. Speaking of penalties, we have one right now.
Substitution penalty.
Well, going back to that, but Crawford was the horse early on. Ran a couple of dives late to get the touchdown. So now we're going to start off the second half with a penalty and a 1st and 15.
Just a chance to pad the stats, that's all. Now you got to be positive.
That's 6 penalties for 40 yards tonight for the Falcons. One of the negatives we talked about at halftime, the penalties in the passing game.
Split backs for the Falcons.
Counter. Nope.
Straight give on
stretch.
The right side. And he's going to be gobbled up quick.
These safeties for the Guardians can play, man.
Yeah, those guys run the alley something fierce. That was number 26, Winston, on the play.
Gain of 3 right there, Coach.
Yeah, and right now, you really need to be careful. It's still a ball game.
Yeah, one play either way. You know what I'm saying? If you miss a gap on defense and they bust a run, or if you turn the football over, which the Falcons have done 3 times in the first half, if you drop one on the ground right here and they got it going to the end zone, what looks like, a laugher is suddenly way too close for comfort.
No doubt. Split backs again for the Falcons.
Here comes 7-man pressure.
It's just a pro right formation. There's snap. That was the counter right there, and there was some confusion in the backfield.
I'm pretty sure the running back didn't run the counter right.
The backs ran into each other. The backs ran into each other. Oh. Yes, I love the sounds from the crowd.
Coach.
That's always one of my favorites.
Yes, sir.
The South Georgia defense is super excited right now. They're bouncing around, and the calls from the crowd are score point.
Yeah, something about giving that same energy to your offense. I'm pretty sure that the Falcons defense has a lot of. I don't think whatever energy you bring, you got to block somebody.
It gets absorbed. All right.
Well, you had a -8, so now you're sitting there at 3rd and 15.
Falcons in the gun. Pro right formation. There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Woodard rolls to his left. Finds a man.
Oh.
Off his hands and intercepted. Oh, my
again.
goodness, what a pick. That was really, really nice.
That's unfortunate because he hit the guy right in the hands.
You know, last time the ball went off the receiver first before it was intercepted.
Mm-hmm. Same thing that time. Hit him right in the chest.
But, you know, an already excited Guardians team gets some life. Let's see if they can do as the fans said and transfer some of that to offense.
I'm pretty sure that's the second pick for number 18.
And
both of them have been a tip ball kind of thing. So now we'll get to see that. We talked about it. It's a momentum thing. Right now, the Guardians defense brought the momentum out of halftime, and we'll see what happens.
If you hadn't been around football a lot, momentum is such a funny thing. The way, you know, one or two plays can turn the tide of a game.
I'm going to go back and say it, Coach. You can have all the momentum in the world, but if you're going to play a whole half and have 8 yards, you're going to have to figure something out.
You know, they just have no offense to speak of so far.
Right now, you know, we were told before the game to watch the, you know, number 24 for the Guardians.
Yeah, that's Williams.
And he's been really, really close on a couple of kick returns, but they haven't really been able to get him going except for one little impromptu pitch out.
Screen pass to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they need to do. Here's a snap. Quarterback drops. He rolls to his right side. There's a flag down.
It's illegal motion.
And he tiptoes the sideline.
He just ran for 15 yards. Where did they call him out of bounds at?
Well, there's a flag down here on the left side of the field. I'm not sure what they're going to call right here. You say illegal motion, don't you?
The receiver out here flinched. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, if it's a false start, why would you not?
Could have called illegal shift.
I think they're going to call this encroachment on Martin Green. I think Martin was crowding the ball a little too much.
Okay.
He did get advice from the sideline, though.
Well, they did call offsides.
Okay. But they let the play go, right?
No, they took the penalty, so it's 1st and 5 now.
What? Okay.
I still don't understand how the receiver can dance down here and not get anything called. That's illegal.
Maybe it was a good dance. All right. Slot right look for the Guardians in the gun. Single receiver out to the left side. Falcons in that 3-3 defense. There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Good pocket right there. And he's going to throw the ball a little high and outside.
Yeah, that was not if you were running a quarterback camp, it would not be the technique that you would want to use right there.
No. Had a man open, had a great pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, the Falcons' defensive line doesn't get blocked a whole lot. Speaking of defense, guys to watch tonight, Monk Shears, 0. Number 45, Eddie Smith. Number 22, Jamarcus Merriweather. Number 16, Jesse Taylor. And our guy that needs to back up, number 60, Martin Green.
Well, Eddie Smith had a pick earlier in the game.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops. No pressure to speak of. Rolls out. He's got a man down the sideline. It's number 24. He alligator armed that. Did you see that?
The quarterback?
No. Number 24.
Well,
he stopped running. He stopped running. Watch right here. He stopped running, started looking for people.
He did. They were going to have a meeting.
I mean, it's one of those things. You know you're going to get blasted if you catch that ball. That's just – now the ball should have been outside down the sideline.
If it is, it's 6.
Yeah, it's a touchdown.
Interesting. The Falcons came out and they rushed 3 right there.
I tell you what, when I know they're only sending 3, but the quarterbacks got all day.
Yeah, the first half they were sending 5 and 6 a snap. We talked about it earlier in the game about how the formation, the Guardians aren't doing really anything with their formation right now. They got 2 guys down here. This should free up 36 to just go hunt right here.
Well, they're in the gun, slot right.
Double this guy.
Lots of pressure. Quarterback rolls out to his right side. Fights through the first tackle. Going to be pick up what looks to be about 9. I'm sorry, 9. A pickup of what looks to be about 5.
It's going to be close. Depends on where they spot this.
They're
They
going to
gave
call
him
it a first down.
Wow.
I did not think that was a first down. That is a generous spot.
That is the first down of the game, Coach. And it comes with 12:03 and running in the third quarter. But you had that situation. There was a turnover.
And now
they've got a first down. They didn't even require 5 downs this time.
Quarterback under center. There in the eye. There's a snap.
Dive and met.
Straight dive. Straight going nowhere. That's my man Martin Green right there on the play. I take that back. That was number 44. That was number 44. Sorry, buddy. I do not know your name. Great job, though.
He's playing right over. Well, looks like he's playing. Martin's playing the nose, right?
Yeah. So he's playing in. That might have been Green. I don't know. I saw 44 get up off the play, though.
I know one thing. If it's 44, he went around 4 gaps in a hurry.
I saw him spin to the inside a few minutes ago, and I'm sure the quarterback's heart stopped for just a second. There's a snap.
Dive again. Uh-oh.
He's out in the open. Oh, if he gets a block right there.
Wow.
If he gets a block right there, he might go.
Wow.
That was a nice play. Nice defensive play. If we don't make that tackle right there, that could be it.
And now what you see what they're talking about 24, buddy. That's shiftiness right there. He hit the hole.
Again, that's Nick Williams.
And that was a 12-yard burst in a hurry.
He's a for-real player.
I mean, that was a 12-yard burst, and it got there in a hurry.
All right. Look, the Guardians on the move right now. It's like a stack to the right-hand side.
He can get back, can he? Going to call false start right here? Calling it on the wide receiver.
Well, there's your call, Coach.
Yeah, well, he's only been walking around and moonwalking over here on the sideline for 3 or 4 plays.
The moonwalk's a popular dance, Coach. You got to have a little compassion here.
1984 again?
I mean, I remember trying to learn how to moonwalk. You recall that?
I remember it.
Which one did you find more difficult, the moonwalk or the wave?
Realistically, Coach, neither one. At one point in time, I thought I could dance.
I can remember being out in the street with a cardboard box and a windsuit because we had just finished watching Breaking.
That's not the penalty, dude. It's not a 3-yard penalty. It's a 5-yard penalty.
That's interesting. Are they going to move the box? And there it goes. Okay, that's a first.
That's interesting.
We're going to move you back, but not that far.
Okay. I'm guessing they think that's 5 yards, but it don't look like it.
Slot right eye. Quarterback under center. There's a snap.
Bootleg.
He rolls out to his left.
The post
He's
is
got
there.
a man broken up. Broken up right there. I'm trying to see a number. Is that 6? Deion Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Deion Morgan on the play. Nicely done. He's played a pretty good game tonight.
He has.
He wasn't even on our list of guys to watch.
Yeah, Coach, I don't think it really matters on the Falcons' defense. They're pretty much everybody. You should pay attention to those guys because –
watch the 11 guys that are out there.
And they're getting to the ball with reckless abandon and with an attitude.
Burning desire.
Can we keep throwing catchphrases out? Be like Fox here in a second. He's a gritty player.
All right, looks like they're going to come out and slot right eye. Who would have dunk it?
Yeah.
Quarterback under center. There's a snap. Give him the ISO.
Uh-oh.
He broke loose.
Lord.
He is shifty, buddy.
Jeez.
His feet are quick, son.
Wow.
He has got quick feet. That's going to be a first down.
Yeah,
That's Williams again on the carry.
16 yards and another.
That was a little scary.
Yeah, that's messed around now and has gotten under 10 minutes here in the third quarter, but the Guardians are starting to figure some things out.
Because I'm just here to tell you, if that cat gets loose.
If I was them, I would put Trips to one side and I would drop back and let him sneak to the weak side.
Throwing the ball out in some space.
One-on-one right now, he's a mismatch.
They're going to go slot right eye.
And they're fixing to get pressure from
Under
this
center on the dive right there, and he's cut down quick. Trying to see who that was.
Wasn't 24, I know that much.
Now I'm trying to see who made the play.
Whoever made it for a loss of about a half a yard, so that's the 8th tackle for a loss tonight.
Jeez, man.
I mean, they've got 8 tackles for a loss and 4 sacks.
The fact that the Guardians are still in this is pretty impressive. Split backs is a different look. Slot right, split backfield.
Straight dive to the 24.
You called it, Coach. And he's gobbled up quick.
Yes, sir, Coach.
That's double nickel on the play, or was that 58?
It's hard to tell.
Jacob Baddops.
And that was for no gain.
Oh, sorry, that was number 55. Hey, Hoss, I don't have your number. But good job. Or your name. I do have your number, obviously. Your name. That's what we were missing. Not your number, your name.
Wow, man.
See, I knew what I was talking about there for a second, and right when I got to say your, then I lost it.
See, they're by keeping themselves in this slot look with 2 backs, they're allowing the Falcons to do what they want to do, and here comes the pressure.
And the quarterback's rolling. He's got nowhere to go, trying to find time to just get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete.
This is NFL rules, right? Now, he's outside the pocket, but the ball's got to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it did not. Or did it?
It's hard to tell.
It's close. That's going to be close right there.
4th down, unless the down marker decide or the referees decide that they don't want it to be 4th down.
Is there going to be a 5th down this time, or are you just going to stick with 4?
Well, this is a big play. If they can kind of stop this might be, this might be the best that they have. I'm surprised that they haven't put, is his name Williams, 24?
Yeah.
I'm surprised they hadn't put him in the slot and let him try to work on one of these outside linebackers. These guys are good players, but covering that guy might be a little bit of different thing in the job description. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
They're fixing to get heated up.
There's a snap. They kept him in the block that time.
And that got killed.
Yeah. Just throwing up, winging a prayer right there.
I mean, that's right there is the 6th hurry of the night.
I think that was number 27. Ellery Clowers on the pressure from his linebacker spot. Nicely done. They've been beating on the quarterback all night.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, man, after a while, I mean, you would be able to tell me, after a while, I would imagine you get a little gun shy, trying to get rid of it quick. Get popped 500 or 600 times. And
well, you don't want it to happen that way. You'd prefer to, try to tell yourself, I'm not going to be that guy. You're that guy. Everybody's that guy.
Yeah.
You go back and watch the last 2 Super Bowls. Tom Brady's won more Super Bowls than anybody in history. He was that guy in both Super Bowls. Yes, Derek Smith, I said that. He wanted to go somewhere in the first 3 quarters of the game against the Falcons, and he wasn't exactly standing in there tall this game, even though he threw for about 1,200 yards, it felt like.
High backfield for the Falcons. Just a pro
ISO.
look. And there they go.
8 yards.
Trying to get a number real quick. Let's see. That is
31,
okay.
Coach.
Okay, good. That's going to be Crawford.
I bet it comes right back to him right here.
Why wouldn't you? He's killing it.
Might go the other way.
There he goes off the left side. Aaron Houston making a hold. There's a flag on the ground.
Here comes Crawford back this way.
Cool.
He's got a seam.
That was awesome watching the referee try to get out of the way. he come back across the field, and that referee was like, oh, no, oh, no.
That's 22 yards right there on that run. Let's see if it stands. There was a flag down.
Yeah, my guess is it's going to be a hold.
No, perhaps. Oh, it was offsides. They picked.
Okay.
They offsides it. So the gain of 22 stands, Coach.
I don't understand when the offside penalty occurred before, why didn't they take the first down that was another 10 yards down the field?
I don't know.
But they accepted the penalty, right?
Yep.
Well, that's live and learn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Live and learn. We all make coach mistakes.
We do?
Yeah.
I would never know listening to our fans.
All right. It's going to be a pro right look for the Falcons. There's a snap. Woodard rolls to his left.
Corner out.
He's looking left. He's got a man, and it's thrown way short. Fullback's over here in the flats. Fullback's a guy after my own heart right there, Aaron Houston. He's standing out in the flats going, hey, man.
There's nobody with him either.
Hey, man.
I got news for you. If they threw him the ball, he could have moonwalked to the end zone.
Well, I'm just here to tell you, if there's one thing that I've ever said when we were trying to throw the ball, it was throw the flat route.
Yeah.
For the love of Pete, throw the flat route.
I mean, right now I know that, Woodard's not having the game that he would like, but he's also had to keep some plays alive with his legs where, he's had some quick pressure, and he's thrown some catchable balls that haven't ended up caught by his team.
Right. Two of them went off people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, off people's chest. You're supposed to catch that ball.
When he had to make the play on the 3rd and long, it was 3rd and 15 when they threw the 41-yard touchdown pass. So, give credit where credit's due.
Woodard under center, split backs.
Oh.
Quick give on a dive to Queen, and there he goes.
Wow.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. That's like stepping in front of a bus. I could see wanting to get out of the way from that guy.
Yeah, that's a business decision. I don't make money playing this, or not enough money to take care of people. I'm not tackling 42.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's a lot of money in IR on this in this league.
No, I'm gonna find a way to make it look like I tried to tackle him. I'm gonna live to preserve my life later.
Pro right split backs.
Stretch.
Give on the stretch. There it is. Got held up though. Looked like maybe he tripped.
Oh, they're gonna call a horse collar.
Well, yeah.
They're gonna call a horse collar. And that's 15 right there.
Yes, sir.
And it should be a first down.
Now, did he have him inside the shoulder pads, or did he? Yeah, he had him by the jersey.
No, they waved it off. They waved it off. So.
Well, yeah, because he had him by the jersey.
Once again.
That was my point.
I'm wrong.
Well, no, that's always my inclination. That's my first thing is horse collar. But he slung him around. It's hard to sling somebody from the inside the shoulder pads.
So instead of it being a 15-yard penalty and a first down, it's -5 and it's 4th and 10.
Well, what started out as a real promising drive is kind of stalled.
Right now, this hasn't this hasn't been a great game for third down conversions. The Falcons are at 20%, and they haven't converted a 4th down yet.
All right. Woodard brings motion inside. There's a snap. Fakes the stretch. He's able to get away from the pressure.
He's going to throw the post.
And it's
picked.
Intercepted again. Again, he should have thrown it on the ground.
Not only that, we're going to have a penalty over here on the Falcons.
Yep.
So instead of starting at the 20, they're going to start at the 35.
Looks like number 99, D'Angelo Cochran, got upset with one of the DBs.
That is the 5th turnover, Coach.
And it also, again, went off of a Falcon receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So that's got to be super frustrating for Woodard. He's throwing balls, hitting guys in the chest. And don't get me wrong, that wasn't a great pass. But if you put your hands on the ball, you should catch the ball.
Another thing, Coach, that was 4th and 10, and they ran a little play action fake, and he got outside, but they had a corner route and a post. If they had
The Independent American Football League, the IAFL.
Man, the middle of the field was wide open. And we talked about it, only having 5 hours on the field to practice a week, it's kind of hard to put in a lot of stuff. Because when you when you try to put that stuff in, there's you got to remember that these guys have other things that they're doing during the week. They probably don't have a whole lot of time to memorize a playbook.
Yeah, I would think that you're going to have to try and keep it kind of basic, simply because, like you said, the amount of time. And, I can't imagine them getting any fundamental time at practice. I'm sure it's all running plays.
If I was a Falcon, I'd really think about going back to the 4 wide receiver look to thin out the box and running the inside zone again. And if I was the Guardians right here, I'd be trying to get the ball to 24 in any way I could.
Yep. They come out in the slot right. And they give it to him. I thought he got popped to the line of scrimmage. I thought he was done, but he was able to get off of that. He's a pretty good back.
Yes, he's a real good back. And when he gets to the second level, he's a problem because of his shiftiness. He's been about 1 step away on a couple of kickoff returns, and he's been a couple of steps away.
Well, I'm watching him run, and he's picking them up and putting them down so fast. It's a little bit scary. And I say this because I know that if he breaks a tackle or two, that might be it.
Yep.
Because he's going to take some ankles, as they say.
Yeah. Just had somebody go off the field for the Guardians. We couldn't see who that was. It might have been the collision in the backfield, though, Coach. Whoever the lead blocker was that time met someone in the backfield, and I'm not sure that
it was a train wreck.
I'm not sure that the lead blocker was bringing. He was pretty much the nail on that one because he got hammered.
Yeah, trying to go into the other huddle or something.
Chesney Jordan would be proud.
Yeah. Look. Give on the ISO. Golly.
Woo!
My word. And it looks like there's the new Guardian fullback is down.
Well, whoever is leading in that is getting a mouthful of the mic.
I mean, that cat is he is getting there. He is getting there in a hurry.
Ill intentions.
He is getting there in a hurry.
We don't have a huge press box, and we're not that far away from the field, but it's pretty audible. And when you can hear it up here, man,
I mean, he's crunching folks down there. Who is that? What, you got a number?
I don't, Coach. I'm just watching. I'm not so sure it's not the guy standing up right there.
There's the give right there.
Nope. Quarterback still got it. Dropped. That would have been a first down, too.
Looking for a flag.
No, it wasn't a flag.
No, it's just a good defensive play. Trying to get a number right there. You see that far? Need some binoculars.
I thought you said we needed a TV.
Well, that too. I think the binoculars might be more cost effective.
Yeah. Now we got fourth down. Let's see if this is actually fourth down again. I know we belabor the point, but we just like picking on referees.
Yeah. Here we go now. Slot right. I'm guessing it's going to be the eye. Yep. Not a lot of deception there, is there?
Nope. Been that way pretty much.
Quarterback rolls out to his right, going to try to keep it, call his own number.
He's going to get the first down.
He's going to get the first down.
Unless they call the comeback block over there. They didn't. Somebody just got torched on the other sideline. Wow. Holy smokes, Batman.
I think that was Green and got cleaned up on that
one.
Ooh,
son. That was a 12-yard run for the quarterback right there to pick up the first down. That's their third conversion on 8 attempts.
I think that was Martin that got cleaned up right there. And I tell you, I've watched him play before. I'm not sure you want to make him mad.
He's pretty much a beast when he's not mad. If you irritate him, I'd hate to see what happens. They're already down one person on a lead block. I'd hate to see what happens when he's done do to this center. That center's saying, whoever did that, you don't get a Christmas card.
Yeah.
Because
Thanks.
I got to block him.
Thanks for that one. All right. Slot right gun. Hey, there's a change.
Hey, bet it's stretched to the left. No, it's going to be a pass.
Quarterback drops.
It's going to be a go route.
He's got a man out to the left.
Oh.
Broken up.
Right now we're looking at 1 of 10.
I think that was number 6, Dion Morgan.
It was. We're 1 of 10 passing tonight for the Guardians for a paltry 5 yards, Coach.
Poultry 5 yards.
Not poultry, that's chicken.
Chicken sounds good.
Anything sounds
There's a Bojangles not far from here.
Hey, Blueberry biscuits.
Booberry, that's a cereal. Bowberry, man.
Nah, come on, man.
I tell you what, you know what's good? Bow rounds. It's like a giant little hash brown thing like you'd get from Chick-fil-A, but it's got onions in it. All right. Martin get a little shenanigans from the crowd there.
Yes, he
Get a
is.
little heat from the crowd.
2nd and 10, back in the slot and in the gun.
There's a snap.
Quarterback.
Instant pressure. Quarterback rolls to his left, has got nowhere to go, and gets yanked down by the jersey.
And he's got no jersey now.
Nice play by number 44 right there. Here we go.
It's going to be 3rd down and 6.
Got a minute counting. 12-0 your Georgia Falcons over the South Georgia Guardians, who currently have the ball and are driving.
Yeah.
They put together a decent drive last time and stalled out. We're kind of putting together a little something this time. Be interested to see how it's going to go. But they don't seem to be in a big hurry.
Not in a hurry here, Coach. Their 9th attempt on 3rd down right here.
Slot right gun. There's a snap. Quarterback
Nice
drops.
pickup.
Throws it out to the right side, and it's off the receiver's hands. I think it should have been caught, but
Pretty good. That was a pretty good concept. A clear out route over there. Would have been enough for the 1st down if he completed it. Nice blitz pickup in the backfield by Williams, too. Very nice.
Yeah, just off his hands right there.
Got 4th down. This is their 5th attempt on 4th down, Coach.
I still don't understand why they haven't leaked one of them out, though.
Well, they had Williams down the sideline. He just didn't get him the ball, and then he decided to make a business decision.
Give it to him in the flats, man.
Well, that's the thing about.
Don't make him chase it. Just give it to him.
That's the thing about this defense. They've got a guy sitting over here right now waiting on him. And when he blitzed the last time and Williams released, he peeled back and covered.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops. He's getting all kinds of pressure up the middle. He's able to
got
evade
him
the
now.
pressure.
And he dropped it.
He threw it short. If the quarterback could just give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
But he tried to throw it like a dart. You know what I'm talking about? Where
I do.
Where you just kind of like float it.
Yes, exactly what he did.
That's got to be frustrating. All right, so with 12 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, it's going to be a turnover on downs. Your Falcons offense coming out.
So, you got to be looking right here. This should go back to the first drive of the game. Get back in the eye and run the football, or spread them out and run the football.
Okay. Oh, unsportsmanlike on the Guardians right there. I missed that. I'm not sure what happened. I'll check with my crew if I can see it. Maybe somebody jawing at the referee. Yeah.
Well, that's a 15-yard penalty, not a 10-yard penalty.
Well, 10, 15. What's tomato, you know. There's not a 5th down either, so.
Yeah, we've seen that tonight. And if you're a Colorado fan, you love 5th down because that's the only way you can win a national championship.
A share of a national championship. It was a split.
Shouldn't have been. Okay.
It's a sore subject for Tech fans everywhere, I'm sure.
Including this one. How can you tie and lose and win on a 5th down and still get to share anything?
Bieniemy and Hemingway were impressive. I'll give it to them.
Eric Bieniemy, Darian Hagan.
It's a pretty good group.
Colorado Buffaloes. McCartney was the coach.
Paul?
No.
All right. Falcons come out in the I.
Looks like smash.
Pro right.
Oh, he's going to play
Fakes.
screen.
Nice. Tunnel screen.
Got
to
a
number
hole.
4.
Oh.
He cuts back to the middle of the field. He's just dancing. I think if he just made a beeline right there.
That was a great call.
That was nicely done. Good job by the O-line getting out there.
That was 14 yards, Coach. If he stays outside, he's got a lead blocker, and we're at the end of the fourth quarter right there.
Well, that's going to bring us to the close of the fourth quarter, and that's going to be 14-0. All right. That's what I said, 12-0. You got to listen. For those of you out there that are having trouble with your hearing, I did indeed say 12-0. All right, gonna trade sides right here. I think we're gonna have to walk to the end of the field, fellas. Okay, here we go.
The Independent American Football League, the IAFL.
All right, welcome back to beautiful Lenora Park here in Snellville, Georgia. The start of your fourth quarter. Your Georgia Falcons 12. The South Georgia Guardians nothing.
You sure it's 12 this time, Coach?
I'm going to go with 12. That's final answer, 12.
I think 14 was the number of crystals you were thinking about eating.
You know, crystals do sound good, and it's not far away.
Look at that. Split backs. Wonder if they're going to try to run the counter right this time.
Counter. Well, the backs aren't the same.
No, they're going heavy.
Back to the eye.
Reverse.
And there it is.
Reverse pass. Throwing it back to the quarterback.
And it's well.
Did they pick that off again? No, he dropped it.
Okay, I thought he intercepted it.
Wow.
It was well played. Well played by the Guardians. They were guarding it.
That was interesting. Okay.
All right.
Now, if I called that, we're up 12-0, and I called that in the game.
I'm coming down there to have a conversation with you. I'm like, why are you not running the ball? We mashed them in the first possession. Why can we not recreate that? What's going on? How can I help?
Well,
Who should I yell at?
You can yell at me. That 5 hours of practice, they put in all these reverses and reverse passes. They're going to run them in the game, Coach. They're not taking them the next week.
I will tell you, man, if we're going to run something like that, we run it in practice for weeks before it gets broken up.
Yep.
Split backs.
Straight dive.
It's a quick give to the big man right there. Number 38, Aaron Houston on the carry.
We got two guys down.
Trying to see who that is. It doesn't look good, though, because he's staying down.
Mm-hmm.
Initially and stuff like this, when guys get popped, they're able to get their wits about themselves and get up, but he seems to be rolling around. All right, Brogdon just left the field. It was him that was down. Looks like maybe a knee or an ankle. We're hoping he's okay.
Yeah, you don't want to speculate on that.
Coming back in, though, that's a new center. That's always a challenge. So we'll see how that goes, because we talk about the center quarterback exchange. Woodard under center, split backs behind him. He
Slant.
drops.
Oh.
Quick throw, and it wasn't much of a slant.
Oh, if he runs the slant, man, just run the slant. Yes, coach is telling him to run the slant. He's telling him right now to come down. If he runs the slant, there's nobody there.
He runs kind of a short post instead of a slant. That ball was intended for Stephen Lewis, and somebody zigged where he should have zagged right there. Again, if he runs the post, runs the slant. The post. If he runs it, he ran the post. If he runs the slant,
it's there.
Yeah, there's nobody. It's just.
I'd run it again.
It's just him running to the end zone. That's it.
I know you're thinking, why would you run it again? Because they're going to line up in the same way. They haven't done anything different on defense.
Well, they're not going to change.
And they're going to line up.
In true South Georgia style.
Yeah, we're fixing to find that out September the 14th.
What happens if they drop the south side linebacker?
Well, that's what they did right here. The last time he was up on the line of scrimmage, he still can't get there.
There's lost the ball. And there it is.
Did he get the first down?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Well, we just talked about the center quarterback exchange. You got a brand new center.
Mm-hmm.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're all centers. We know that. So just that's a bummer.
This is really amazing. Looking at the score being 12-0, the disparity in stats is crazy. But just looking at it, because of the fumble, that goes down as a rushing attempt. That's 24 rushing attempts for the Falcons, 24 rushing attempts for the Guardians. The Guardians have thrown it 12 times, and the Falcons have thrown it 15 times. There's no way you could make me believe that the Falcons have only run 3 more plays than the Guardians.
No, it seems like they've had the ball a lot.
But I'm sitting here keeping the stats, so.
Yeah, I think you're up to date on it.
A change in defense right here. 14 minutes left. You probably want to make sure that front is as sturdy as it is because you know 24 is fixing to get it.
All right.
Are they in trips?
No. Our backfield. Quarterback rolls to his left. Lets it fly. Man's double covered. It's going to be picked. Yes, sir. That's the interception. And just like that, the Falcons got the ball back. Trying to get a number for you, ladies and gents. Number 16, maybe? Jesse Taylor.
Jesse Taylor right there. One of our players to watch before the game on defense comes up with the interception. 13:53 to go right here, Coach. We have now seen.
I say that's Jesse Taylor. Does that say 16? Can you see his jersey? See, he's walking to the sideline. I still can't see it. 46.
So that's 46.
So we're going to say Jermara Glover on the interception.
And that's his second interception.
And good job, Mr. Glover.
And, hey, that's the 7th pick of the night.
The 7th pick of the night.
Not for the Falcons, the 7th pick of the game.
Overall, I understand. Still ridiculous. All right. Woodard under the center. Eye backfield. There's snap.
Straight.
Giver on the right side. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be recovered.
Goodness Lord.
So back-to-back turnovers.
And a field position swap.
And here comes the Falcons defense. And I tell you what, the Guardians are still pretty optimistic over there.
Yeah, they should be.
You know, I will say that it's
They just picked up 57 yards in field position.
yeah. I always worry about stuff like this when I was coaching, you know, where it looks like a team's kind of outmatched and then we just don't show up. Defense is here. Offense is having a tough time.
Yeah.
High backfield. Straight give over the left side.
25th rushing play of the night. That picks up 5.
That's 24. That guy hits the hole. He explodes.
Have they run a toss tonight, Coach?
I don't think so.
They ran a stretch.
What if they ran rocket?
Well, they'd be running it right into one of those ponies.
I don't know. If you put enough receivers out there.
To the corner.
There's a stretch. He gets the edge.
First down.
That's going to be a first down, looks like. I tell you what, they're again
This
in
game,
the last 3 drives, the last 3 possessions.
this game's kind of turning.
The Guardians have really made some progress.
You know, they've got 4 first downs, and that doesn't sound like a lot when the Falcons have 11. But, I mean, right now we're looking at this, and it's still 12-0, and there's 12 minutes to go in the game, Coach.
It's a lot of time. Oh, that's going to change things.
It's called getting swallowed in the backfield right there.
That was really close right there.
He almost took the handoff.
Well, did you see his leg as he was going down, straight down like that? I was like, no, 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 no. His leg got straightened out, and then everybody went backwards.
Man, that's just when you start talking about things that may be a negative, the Falcons defense rises up and gets their 9th tackle for a loss.
Well, if that's the one thing you can count on is the Falcons defense coming to play.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen them play a couple of times this year, and their defense is for real.
All right, there's a snap. Quarterback drops, looks to his right, rolls right, evades pressure, throws the ball into the grass, and gets thrown into the fence.
Okay. In the NFL, there would have been 113 penalty flags thrown with the quarterback flying out of bounds like that.
Yeah. You don't always have that luxury here.
I mean, there would have been referees throwing it from home, from the box.
People in the stands throwing flags.
Yeah. Mike Pereira would have been in the booth throwing his hat, headset.
Yeah. Some of the quarterback protection rules are a little
ridiculous, Coach.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that we have to protect people, and that's a vulnerable position, and that's a position where those guys make a lot of money, hurt or not. I get that, and I think that's what it boils down to.
It's bad when they start changing rules because players get hurt on plays that, were just accidents.
Well, I mean, it's a rough, tough game meant to be played by rough, tough people.
If you're not rough and tough, go play in the band.
Quarterback drops, looks out to his right-hand side.
Wow.
Had a man, just can't connect, and there's a flag. I'm not sure what that is.
They're going to call roughing the passer. I've spoken into existence. That's my fault, guys.
Way to go, Coach Chapman.
Goodness Lord. That's going to be a first down by penalty. That will be the 5th first down of the half.
You know what the worst thing about that is?
Yeah.
Stops the clock.
And the worst thing is it gives them first down, and they were dead in the water. It was
after the tackle for a loss on second down.
I mean, that's just – I mean, now they're actually inside the red zone. This is their first trip to the red zone all night. This is the first time they've been inside the 20.
Well, I still don't think they score right here.
It's going to take 24 making a play.
Yeah, he's going to have to really shake some people out of their shorts.
And there's going to be about 100 sitting at the line of scrimmage.
There's a snap. Give.
Well, he shook himself that time.
Well, it didn't help that the fullback got thrown back about 5-6 yards.
What? That's not how you would dial it up, Coach?
No, when the fullback gets destroyed, that doesn't help our run because he had to change his track and end up running back into people. I tell you what, the fullback has been taking quite a bit of punishment tonight for the Guardians.
Every time, that's the 10th tackle for a loss, and the tackles for a loss, just the tackles for a loss have totaled minus 25 yards. If you look at the 4 sacks have totaled minus 35 yards. So, Coach, we're talking about over 50 yards lost, and I mean. That's 14 plays, and you got negative almost 60 yards.
Just quarterback run.
Did you see the offensive lineman get out there?
Big number 55 right there. That was number 55, Walker, on the move right there.
Wow.
That was pretty impressive. I think I might do more stuff like that. Jet, power, something.
Man, that was nice. And considering they lost 2 on first down. They just gained 7 back right there.
Nicely done.
But that was impressive watching that big man get out there and actually get out and block somebody. There's a lot of times that the big guy will get out there and run. We had a big guy that would get out on the rocket toss and run and never touch anybody.
Quarterback under center. There in the eye again. This is 2-down territory. There's a snap, man. There's a penalty.
False start.
Yep. He just yelled medic. That would be great to hit somebody as hard as you could, crawl over across the top and be like, medic. I think that should be a new thing.
I'm on there for you, Coach.
Yeah, I would definitely look into that. All right.
This is the 11th third down attempt of the night. There have been 4 conversions, one of them by penalty.
Here we go. 3rd and 10. Quarterback under center. High backfield. Quarterback rolls, keeps the ball.
He's going to get the first down.
He's still up.
Did he score? Holy smokes. Touchdown.
Whoa. And just like that, it's 12-6.
Wow. Wow. That was a 15-yard touchdown run, I believe. It is 12-6, Coach.
And I would imagine number 24 is going to get the ball again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, although that was the quarterback right there.
It was.
What number is he, Coach? Do you know?
It's hard to tell.
These numbers.
You can only see half of it.
The numbers where they fade into – I understand fading them into a different color, but not the same color as the jersey. I don't understand.
Trying to keep them incognito.
This little dive action right there.
No.
Okay, good.
So we're sitting there at a 12-6 game, and there's 9 minutes left. Never could you have convinced me of that with 10 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Well, we've talked about earlier that one of the most effective plays they've had is the quarterback run, where he just rolls out and keeps going.
Well.
All right, well, it's 12-6 with 9:35 left in the fourth quarter.
We're going to get an onside kick here because they're not going to kick it deep.
I mean, what's the point?
As I'm watching a member of the Guardians walk across the field, it appears that his jersey has suffered a catastrophic.
It's been ripped for a while. I noticed that. He's the guy that's so excited all the time. Put the dogs in, he says.
All right. I'm all in favor of putting the dogs in. But if you put them in, you'll have to ask the question of who let them out.
Who let the dogs
Yeah.
out? I knew that was coming.
I'm that predictable, Coach?
No, it's not that you're that predictable. I just think we're like on the same wavelength.
There we go. All right.
All right, well, the Guardians lining up.
Interesting conversation down here on the sideline, Coach.
Guardians lining up to kick. I know they got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. Closing the gap, 12-6.
They got 11 now, Coach, so we can play.
There we go. All right. That is the magic number around these here parts.
It'd be interesting to see what this kickoff looks like. Ain't nobody ready.
Well, he started and he was like, I'm just kidding. Just funny. Psych. And there's the kick, and he toes it. It's a pretty good kick.
That was a mistake.
Down to about the 25-yard line, they run a reverse. And he breaks a tackle, cuts it back. Probably should have stayed
Fumbled.
outside.
They got the
Ball's
ball.
on ground. And there he goes. Come on, somebody catch him. Somebody catch him. Come on.
And we are tied, Coach.
And it is 12-12. It is 12-12. And there's a Falcon down on the field.
Looked like that was about a 40-yard return, Coach.
Yeah. Well, the good news is the Falcons are going to get the line up and do it again here in just a second.
Yes.
Yeah, defense got to get on the field. Sudden change.
This is a big big play right here.
This is crucial. Neither team's really been able to cash in the last few minutes.
I mean, you know, you kind of got the feeling that things had turned a little bit after halftime, and we spoke about the picking the ball up and running, and there it was.
But you know, that's one of those deals where you're killing yourself.
That's the coach. I mean, look, that is the 7th turnover of the night for the Falcons. 7.
You know, that's one of those deals where I'm standing on the sideline and go, the only thing we can't do is turn the ball over right now.
They're kicking.
Okay.
And there's no way this is fixing to work because he's 3 yards behind the snapper. They're going to block this and return it.
Okay, that wasn't close.
Wow. Now that was great.
The big number 44 came out of the pile with a ball right there.
Is that a ball or somebody's helmet? That's somebody's helmet, Coach. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's awesome. All right, here we go. Welcome back to beautiful Lenora Park here in Snellville, Georgia. Sadly, it is a 12-12 ball game.
Could have never convinced me that 2 hours ago.
I tell you what, we had hoped for a game that would come down to the last possession just for excitement for everyone, and it may happen.
Yeah.
The Guardians line up to kick. Looks like they just drafted their 11th member to the kickoff team.
I watched that guy run on the field. So
And it's a toe, and it's going to be fielded at about the 25-yard line.
need to come on over here.
Right up the gut.
Come on over here.
He breaks the leg.
Oh!
Shoestringed.
Man.
Shoestringed. All right, well, great starting field position for that Falcons offense.
34-yard kickoff return.
I'm hoping that the Falcons are able to come out here and put something together.
So we're going to start at the Falcons are going to take it 1st and 10 at the Guardian 47-yard line. I mean, Coach, we're looking at it right now. This is 9 minutes left. This is a huge drive right here.
All right. Center change again.
I'll say this too. Think about this. If you can just, you really, you want to score on your offense, but your defense has the capability of scoring as well. They've played great football all night. If you can move the football and pin these guys back, you got a chance to score on special teams. You just got to take this field position and do something with it.
There's a snap. Give around the right side on the ISO. It's going to be a nice gain on 1st down.
What they get around about 6 right there, Coach?
Yep. I'll be interested to see if the exchanges stay good. This is the 3rd center for the game.
Well, you hate, you worry about your starting center. If you're on your 3rd center, you're really worried.
Well, the second center is on the sideline. He seems to be distressed.
Might be a time to break that screenplay back out.
Yep. Pro right, eye backfield. Woodard
got him on the dive. Oh,
Straight
that
dive.
was close.
That's
and
gonna
it's
be
a
a
face
face
mask. Yeah. Jinx on you, you're Minnesota.
Here we go. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Call the plays that score. I agree with that.
Touchdown play, Coach?
Call the touchdown play. Do that again.
Yep.
I actually say stuff like that on the sideline just because I find it humorous.
I've heard it come from the stands. This year we had
call the play. We all score again.
We had a play. we had a series of plays earlier in the season this year where we went.
Oh, that was a huge penalty.
15 yards, Coach. Where we went 80 yards on one play, scored. got the ball back. The very next play went 81 yards and scored. 2 plays had 161 yards, and we got the ball back, and we ran the same play that we scored on the first time and got a -5 yard gain. And somebody behind me yelled, "Coach, you can take that play and put it in your back pocket." Thank you.
The fans. All right, here we go. Just a pro right look with a split backfield. Woodard under center. There's a snap.
Counter,
and there he goes. And he's going to break out to the right. He's in a crowd. Go down so you don't lose the ball. Nice run by Marcel Crawford right there.
about 13, Coach.
And the Falcons on the move again.
Two.
Although there's no need to get in a hurry.
No, definitely not. But they've done what we talked about. They're back in the red zone. This is their 5th trip to the red zone, Coach. They've cashed in 1 time.
All right.
So we're
5th trip to the red zone.
Yeah.
1 score.
I guess it's 1st and goal.
It is. They dropped the sticks. Either that or they don't know what's going on.
Yep. Well, no comment.
Right out backfield. Woodard under center. There's a snap. Give him ice on the right side, and he's met in the backfield.
Wow.
This brought heat off the edge.
Well, when you pack it in right there, and they're not afraid of anything from the outside right now. Nothing. And they're not afraid of you throwing the ball. They're not afraid of any of that stuff. So they're just going to bring it all. You're going to get, if they can line up 9 in the box and bring it, they're going to bring 9. If they can bring 10, they're going to bring 10.
All right, here we go. Backfield, pro right. I really don't understand why they hadn't gone to doubles yet.
Yeah. They're just going to keep
Woodard under center, drop.
Slant. They threw the flag.
Sir. Yes, sir. He got pushed. That was a push. Yeah, that's a good call. I thought the guy in the back should have thrown that one, but
yeah, me too. It's only going to be a 5-yard penalty though, because it's a spot foul.
Is it an automatic first down in the NFL?
Should be. NFL rules is automatic first down. It's not the high school rule where.
Well, in high school, it's a 15-yard penalty, but it's still not automatic first anymore.
Yeah, if you're 3rd and 18 and you get a 15-yard penalty, it's 3rd and 3.
That's right.
And if you're inside the goal, and if you're a goal-to-goal situation, and you go for it on 4th and goal and throw a pass, and it's a penalty, it's a half the distance penalty, and it's 4th down again. So you don't get to redo it.
No mulligan.
There is.
First down. There it is. Split backfield. Pro right. Guardians up on the line, gonna bring everybody and their brother.
Yep, that was waiting on that one.
And who is that? Is that Big Queen right there?
It is. He's down to about the 2, Coach.
Off the left side. All right, here we go. All right. A little dissension in the ranks on the sideline down there.
Sounds like it.
Well, it's a heated part of the game. When it comes down, it's getting close. That's always tough, man, trying to hold it together.
Yep. I'd give it the same way, same play next.
Just give it to Queen, just on the other side. And it's an ISO.
So it should be a touchdown.
Should be. Yeah, and he's in. There we go. Marcel Crawford in for the score. Marcel Crawford in for the score right there. That's going to bring us to 18-12 with 5:15 left on the clock.
Now this conversion is gigantic.
Yeah.
I'd go back and run that play with the trio look in the backfield, a little inverted wishbone, power eye look.
Marcel Crawford comes off a little gimpy, but I think he's going to be all right. Pro right split backfield for the Falcons.
Dive. Fade.
Fade.
Not deep enough.
Intercepted. Oh, but bounced out. All right. So 18-12.
And now the scariest play of the game. You've got to kick it to 24.
Do not kick it to 24. Give them a short field first. All right. Welcome back to beautiful Lenora Park here in Snellville, Georgia, where your Georgia Falcons lead the South Georgia Guardians 18-12 with about 5:15 left in the fourth.
Don't kick it to 20.
And there's the kick, and he kicked it deep, and it's going to be fielded by number 24, Nick Williams.
Uh-oh.
And he breaks through. Wow. Oh, thank goodness.
Man.
Thank goodness. I'm so glad somebody caught him. Man, oh, that could have been bad. He was cutting up the middle, and he jumped, and I thought if he lands.
I'm glad he didn't cut right.
If he lands, that might be it.
Coach, if he cuts right, there's a whole lot of nothing over here.
He's a scary cat to watch run. Because he looks like he's about one move from a touchdown most of the time.
We'll see what the Falcons' defense does right here.
Well, you know, as long as they don't implode, and had a couple penalties on the last drive. You know,
the huge penalty of the passing, roughing the passer on 3rd and 15 kept that drive alive.
You know, that's one of those things where you're just like, okay, that touchdown should have never happened.
No, it shouldn't have.
Our backfield.
Well, you know who's going. It's going to be two people. It's going to be the 24 and it's the quarterback.
Yep.
The two best players they've had the whole game.
I tell you what number he is, but these numbers are crazy. There's snap.
And there's death.
Quick give. Instant penetration by the defensive line.
Unbelievable.
Number 44 is like taking the handoff.
He was a little irritated on the sideline, Coach.
Yes, he's probably worked up a lather at this point. He's kind of ready to go get it.
Well, I got news for you. If that's what they meant about dogs, then my goodness.
Well, and you know, there's still a lot of time. 4 minutes, 3 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, in this game, if they throw the ball, that's time for 3 more picks.
Quarterback lines up. They're in the eye. Slot right look. 24. He gets the fake, and the quarterback tries to keep it.
Told you, Coach, it ain't going to be. It's one guy or the other.
But it gets sniffed out. Is that 0?
Looks like.
It's Monk Sears.
I don't know. It looks like 55, Coach.
No, that was Sears on that play.
It was?
Yeah, 0 right here, the end on this side.
Oh, I got you.
He's not a very big guy, but he's a pretty good end.
I know one thing. That play was over before it started.
Ow, 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 ow. Sorry, my leg was cramping.
That's Coach Collins with the cramp.
I apologize. Lord, I apologize. Be with all the starving pygmies down in New Guinea. Amen. Well, all right. Gun look. This is going to be a pass play. Quarterback sets up.
It's going to be deep.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops. He rolls to his left.
Oh, don't. Oh, no.
And he pops it up, and it goes off about 5 people. Uh-oh. Oh, no, don't do this. Come on. Everybody act like you got good sense. Go back to the huddle. Go back to the huddle. Everybody go back to the huddle. There you go.
Whoever played Peacemaker over there did a great job.
Yeah, go back to the huddle. That's what my comment would have been, don't be an idiot. Go back to the huddle.
4th down. Timeout.
Timeout, Guardians. And with your Georgia Falcons leading the South Georgia Guardians 18-12. All right, welcome back here to beautiful Lenore Park in Snellville, Georgia, where your Georgia Falcons lead the South Georgia Guardians 18-12. The Guardians have the ball right now. 3rd and about 20.
No, Coach. It's not 3rd down. It's 4th down again.
It's 4th down again.
I'm telling you right now, this is 4th down.
Okay, sorry, Coach. I'm looking at the down box.
We've discussed this.
Yeah. Charles knows it's 4th down.
It's 4th down, man.
Will this be a second 5th down?
If we have 2 5th downs a game, I may not be
Quarterback drops.
That is a hold.
He rolls to his left.
That is a major hold right there.
Breaks a tackle.
And is murdered.
It's going to be thrown out of bounds.
they just grabbed 0. What? Monk Shears came around the air, and that guy didn't even block him. He just grabbed him around the collar. It's 5th down.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? It's the second time this game. It's 5th down.
Oh, that's great, man. Hey, all right, here we go. 5th and about 14.
Well, you want to go through the plays again? They ran the ball for, the first down was 44, destroying that guy.
Yeah.
All right. And then you had the fake run and the quarterback sacked on 2nd down. Then you had the incompletion on 3rd down. Then you had the scuffle on the sideline. And they called timeout. Last play was 4th down, and this is 5th down. Again, Coach, I'm not keeping stats on this play. It's an illegal play.
In the gun. There's a snap, getting lots of heat.
Screen.
Quick screen out to the right-hand side. He got a man.
And he got a 1st down.
That's going to be a 1st down.
Oh, my word.
Tackled by Monk Sears.
15-yard completion on the screen on 5th down.
5th and 14, and they get a 1st down right there.
5th down again, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe what I just saw. Clock ticks at under 2:40.
5th down's brought to you by Bojangles. Where everybody should take their 5th down.
And everybody at the University of Colorado.
Yes.
Wow.
5th down, the official down of the University of Colorado.
We need to have that conversation with the Falcons coaching staff that someone needs to be charting these plays.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Quarterback in the gun. There's a snap. He fumbles the ball. It's on the ground.
Did he get it back?
I think so. I think he's going to get on it. That's going to be a big loss for the Guardians, though.
And I'm going to give somebody a sack because that was going to be a pass.
Yep. 2-minute warning. And at 18-12, your Georgia Falcons leading. Welcome back to beautiful Lenora Park here in Snellville, Georgia. Home of the 5th down. Your Georgia Falcons leading 18-12 over the South Georgia Guardians. Guardians looking at 2nd about 20. Got a slot to the left in the gun, and
go get the ball.
I think they were trying to draw them off sides, but everybody moved.
They called offsides.
And they called offsides. You got to be kidding me. All right, well, that's going to bring us to what?
2nd and about 13, Coach. They lost 8 on the bad snap on 1st down. So,
Okay.
I can't believe they just moved the down marker, so nobody really knows what the – that wasn't a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Flip a coin, we'll get there.
Yeah. All right. Same formation, slot to the left.
Coach, you think you could chart their plays by their formations?
Probably. There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Has all kinds of time.
Nice job of playing the screen.
Looking for the screen.
Oh,
yeah.
Hello. Did he catch that? Because if he did, he shouldn't have.
That play was made by Deion Morgan bringing the pain over there.
It was brought to you by Icy Hot because you'll need some.
But it's a completion and a positive completion at that.
That was a 6-yard completion. On their 18th pass attempt of the night, they've completed 3 passes for a whopping 26 yards, Coach.
All right, here we go.
This is 3rd down.
Oh, my Lord. He dropped the ball.
You got to be kidding me.
He dropped the ball, and he had time to stop and pick it up. Sweet Pete.
Ran
for the love of all that is holy.
The 30th carry of the game goes for 13 and a 1st down.
It's going to be a Guardian timeout.
I don't have a place on my stat sheet for 5th down conversion, so I just give
They're 1 for 1 though, right?
1 for 1 on – no, 1 for 2, Coach. They didn't get the –
1 for 2 on – all right. Welcome back to beautiful Lenora Park here in Snellville, Georgia. Home of the 5th down. And we're watching the Guardians put together a pretty good drive right here. It's going to be first and 10.
Maybe.
Slide to the left. There's quarterback drops. He's looking. He's got lots of time. Throws it out to the right.
Nice play. That was a really nice pass break up right there.
Good job right there by number 14.
Hey, see that number.
Well, lots of trash talking going on right there on the field. Number 15 seems to be kind of upset that when the pass interference call looked like good defense to me.
He just wanted the same call. He said he got pushed.
Boo frickin' who.
All right, got 48 seconds and one timeout right here.
This is coming down to the wire right here.
And they're in doubles, Coach. Look at that.
Okay, here we go.
They don't have enough people on the line of scrimmage.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Rolls right. Lets it fly.
He's
has
there.
A guy.
He caught it.
And that's a completion.
And they didn't have enough people on the line of scrimmage, and he's down at the 2-yard line, 3-yard line.
That's a completion.
40 seconds left.
Okay, you got 40 seconds on the timeout, so you can run the ball if you want to.
Where are they at? It's hard to see. It looks like they're about the 5.
They're at the 5, yeah.
5 or 6. So you ended up with a 30-yard completion right there.
All right.
Wow. Wow. I hope the 5th down doesn't come back to do this. I literally am sick to my stomach right now.
Here we go. First and 10. Doubles.
First and 5, big guy.
First and 5, sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh, 24 spins out.
He's in.
He's going to get in. And he's in for a touchdown. And it's 18-18. I tell you what, if I'm the Guardians, I come out and do the exact same thing.
Yep, they tried to thin the box, being in doubles, let 24 work.
Either that or let him leak out and act like I'm going to roll the other way and then turn back and just give it to him. Because there won't be anybody there because they'll be chasing the quarterback.
If I was them, I'd take my last time out right
Oh,
here.
absolutely. Can't take it with you.
Well, they didn't. They must have had something. I'm gonna go out on a limb right here, Coach.
All right, be careful. Limbs aren't always sturdy.
Everybody in the park thinks who's getting the ball.
I would say 24. It's either him or the quarterback.
That's it. I would think. I was sitting there thinking, what if they bootleg off this? But they're in the gun, so that kind of only thing else they could do would be zone read it.
There's the snap.
Who called timeout?
That's going to be a timeout for the Falcons. That's
yes.
a smart move. Wait and see what they're lined up in. Let them almost get the play off so you can kind of get an idea of what they were thinking.
Yep.
And then call a timeout. Because now they got to come up with something else.
They got 2 left.
May as well take them. I'll probably do it to them 2 more times.
No, I think I'd keep these because whatever happens right here, whether you're down or tied, the last time you returned a kick, you were real close. And if you get a good kick return and you keep those 2 timeouts in your back pocket and it gives you a chance,
make something big happen.
Yeah, you might have a chance to win it with no time left.
That'd be an exciting end to what we thought was going to be a very boring game.
Yeah, well, we talked about this on the way up here. What would you do? We'd like to have a game where you talk about strategy. Right now you've got to be focused on the 2 guys that have kind of been their bell cows. The quarterback right now and 24. Williams is a shifty guy, so if I'm the Falcons, I'm covering everybody. I'm taking the safeties out of play. We're going man. 0 coverage right here, and we're coming to get the quarterback in 24. If you throw the ball and can complete it and you can get it off in 1.6 seconds, God bless you.
Well, we're fixing to find out what's going to happen right here.
There wouldn't be anybody sitting there. If they threw a screen right here, they'd have to throw it real fast and real high. Okay, this is a little bit different. Going to a true tight end set right here. Watch the pop pass.
Here we go.
Bad snap. Oh, no.
Quarterback, he scrambles out.
Hey, he got it.
Luckily, you got serious pursuit right there by the Falcons defense. Great pursuit right there.
Boy. So you got 34.9, Coach.
2 timeouts.
2 timeouts.
You can work with that.
You're sitting here looking at a game that you should have won. You should have won it handily. Yeah. You should have won it earlier this drive when they got the 5th down.
Yeah, there's going to be.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how the league deals with things like that, but there's got to be some repercussions.
I mean, the game should be over.
Without a doubt.
I don't even know if I want to tell anybody at the end of the game. Do they play overtime? That's the key. They do play
here
overtime.
we go.
Is it a sudden death NFL?
Or is it a quarter?
Well, considering
we're fixing to find out.
Considering the weather forecast, our boss just gave us overtime could be interesting. And really, really, really wet.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, I won't lie to you. I'm hoping for a Falcons run back right here.
I'm telling you, they were close the last time. They had a good return on the one that got picked up on the fumble and ran back for a touchdown for the Guardians. I'm thinking that if they want to return this thing and want to have a shot, they need to attack this sideline over here. Just come to their sideline.
Well,
I'm not so sure they're going to give them a chance to.
Yeah, I would kick it low, bouncing.
Yeah.
The kind somebody wants to fall on.
Well, if I'm the Falcons, I'm not falling on it. I'm still not completely convinced that their offense is all this. They've gotten a gift on a penalty, a gift on an extra down, and they picked up a fumble and ran it.
Oh, yeah, they've definitely had a lot of things go their way. And there's the 11th member of the Guardians kickoff team.
Not moving really fast.
Might go that way.
I'm telling you, I'm coming over here. There's 4 guys over here. There's 6 on the other side. There's 4 over here. I'm bringing it over here. They kicked it, and it's going to bounce right up to him. Come on over here.
He picks it up. He comes left. That's going to be a hold.
Did they call it? He wasn't down either.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a way to end that play.
Yeah. My goodness.
Problem is that they are going to call the hold.
Yep.
And it ran, quite a bit of time off the clock right there. And what nobody on the Falcons is going to know is that's the 10th penalty right now.
That puts them into the bonus. Wouldn't that be interesting? If you put you into bonus and you could go the 10-yard line and kick 2 balls for extra points.
Like,
who you talking to, Coach Roach? All right, here we go.
Now, what do you do on offense? Do you try to score or do you take it to overtime?
Oh, we try to score, man. Let's get out of here.
Yep. Is 7 on the field, Coach?
Maybe on the other side.
I'm still coming down here. Their safeties aren't even outside the hash. I've got to attack down the field, and I got to make them make a play. I know they've had some interceptions tonight.
Doubles Woodard in the gun. Bad snap off to his left. Quick throw out to the flats.
Cutting back.
Cuts back across the field. Has some blockers. You
got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Timeout right there. 13.5 left.
A lot of running and a lot of time for a 6-yard gain.
Yeah. That's the thing is, everybody thinks they're going to make it happen. And, it happens sometimes where guys break loose. But, there are times where you should just run out of bounds or you should just, That would have been a great time when he broke back over here to just get out of bounds.
Save the timeout.
Save the timeout in probably 4 or 5 seconds.
So, you're sitting here looking right now at about where the ball is at the 40. Ball's at the 42-yard line. If you could get the ball to the sideline for about 15 yards right here,
take a shot at the end zone.
Then you give yourself a chance to take a shot at the end zone. You got what you want on the other side now. You got basically one-on-one coverage on the other side.
Here we go. Trips bunch over here to the left. There's a snap. Woodard drops. Looks. Quick throw.
Get to the sideline. Timeout.
Last play. This is going to be the last play.
That was 14 yards right there. But you gave yourself a chance. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, brother.
They gave themselves a chance to be able to throw this thing to the end zone. Now, how do you do it? Do you throw the Hail Mary?
I think I run off the 2 outside guys. You got to go. Do you go empty or do you go single back?
I'm putting a back in the backfield to help my right tackle.
And run some kind of high-low action in the middle of the field?
I'm thinking that you put the same formation that you just had and you put your best player on the right-hand side because they rolled the coverage over here to the bunch, and it basically left man-to-man over there. But they're not going to play that same coverage. If they're smart, they just back everybody up.
Yeah.
They don't play the Marietta defense where they stop at the 10-yard line and watch you run by and score a touchdown.
I was at that game. That was pretty funny.
But, I mean, still realistically right now, I don't know what 12's got in the tank down here, but if he runs, he's going to give himself a chance. But they got the bunch to the right side of the field. That should be where the ball's going in a Hail Mary
They're
look.
going to drop everybody.
Get outside and throw it deep. He got himself a chance. He gave himself a chance.
He's got a man.
It's going to be picked.
Okay, now let's make this tackle. He's coming around the left side. He gets hit. He bounces back, coming around the right.
Take the ball away from him.
Steps over a man. Oh, they ripped his helmet off.
Take the ball away from him.
Now there's going to be an untimed down.
And he's going to be – he's down because he just got tackled with his helmet off.
There's going to be an untimed down for them to be on offense, though.
Yep. And if I was them.
Overtime rules. What is it?
Trying to find out what the overtime rules
What
are.
are the overtime rules? So we're just doing a quarter? Okay. Hey, you're about 20 minutes away from a down part.
Remember, lights.
What time does the lights go off?
What time did y'all schedule?
All right. Talking about some logistical issues up here.
Yeah, if the lights go out, that's going to be an issue.
It'll be the night the lights went out in Georgia.
Somebody needs to tell them.
What time do the lights go off?
Hey, Bryce, you're about to come back live here. Give me a second.
Trying to find out some logistical information right here.
That was the 5th pick of the night.
The 5th pick of the night.
Wow. I mean, that was a desperation play where that had to happen, but we're looking at it being right now 10:53, 10:54, trying to find out when the lights are going to go out in Georgia.
Yeah.
Now there's going to be an untimed down, Coach. If I am the Guardians, I take a knee. I do not give them a chance to fumble. They've had problems with the snap. The Falcons have been in their backfield all night long. There have been 17 tackles for a loss in this game, 6 sacks and 11 tackles for a loss. I mean, you can't risk this right here.
I run speed option with him in 24.
And if he pitches it on the ground,
You're not supposed to be in this game right now.
You're right. Hey, Coach, you're right. You're what are you saying? You're playing with the dealer's money?
Yeah, man.
I'm thinking completely opposite. I'm not supposed to be in this game. I'm not supposed to be tied. I'm going to take a knee, and hopefully they fumble in overtime, and I steal it. I mean, we already got a fumble on a play like that.
There we go. Quarterback in the gun. Slot to his right side, or left side. He drops, rolls.
He's got the ball in one hand.
Cuts back to the middle. He's open. He's got some space.
And he threw it over the line of scrimmage. And he threw a pick.
And it's intercepted.
Lateral the ball. Lateral the ball. Lateral the ball.
There were people trying to get him to do it.
Everybody's dead, too. There's people
Somebody
just
got destroyed right there.
That's the fourth interception. That's 9 interceptions. So it wasn't too far off. I said there was time for 3 more. There was time for 2.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with your. All right, welcome back to beautiful Lenora Park here in Snellville, Georgia, where your Georgia Falcons tie the South Georgia Guardians 18 apiece.
You know what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Go ahead.
5th down led to the tie.
Oh, yes. And a wise old coach once told me, a tie is like kissing your sister, but that's better than kissing your brother.
Is that what losing is?
Yeah, I think so. All right. So, it's been a great night. It was an exciting game.
Sure
what we thought was going to be kind of boring really took off. So, until next time, ladies and gents, Adam Collins with Craig Chapman and Bo McMichael and Score Sports signing.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com. The Independent American Football League, the IAFL.